Bump, set, spike. It's that simple, right? Prepare to be proved wrong as the nets have been hung and tightened, the balls have been inflated, and the hard work and preparation for Caribou County's 2016 version of high school volleyball is finally here. For the Cardinals, Grizzlies, and Cowgirls, the season last year was disappointing, with no team able to achieve the goal of a run to the state championship. But this season, each team has grown and will be looking to make the extra climb to reach the top. And KBRV 800 The Bear is going to be there every step of the way. Local volleyball is being brought to you on The Bear by
Monsanto, Hunsaker Ford, Silver Star Communications, and by MyLocalRadio.com.
Now, buckle your seatbelts and prepare to join one of the fastest sports in Idaho at the high school level as Soda Springs, Grace, and North Gem take to the court under the watchful eye of your voice for Caribou County, Caleb Burgraff. It's time for volleyball on your home for all things Caribou County, KBRV 800 The Bear, and online with live video streaming at MyLocalRadio.com.
Welcome back out to the home of the Soda Springs Cardinals. The Bird Nest is our site for tonight's matchup between the Lady Pirates of Westside and the Lady Cardinals of Soda Springs in the second district match for both of these two teams. The Cardinals coming off of a 4-set loss to the Malad Dragons. The Westside Pirates coming off of a 5-set match against the Aberdeen Tigers that they were able to avoid losing after they won the first 2 sets and were able to come back and take sets numbers 5, I should say, after losing sets 3 and 4. We have a great pregame show coming up for your standout student. Will be coming up after our next break, plus an interview with Coach Jerry O'Brien of the Lady Pirates and senior Alexa Bartolome of the Soda Springs Cardinals. All that's coming up and more as a closer look for each of these two teams will also be on the other side of this commercial break on KBRV 800 The Bear and online at MyLocalRadio.com.
MyLocalRadio.com is Southwest Wyoming and Northeast Utah's top website and the best source for local area news, weather, sports, and community events. And that's not all. MyLocalRadio.com features thousands of photographs of Wyoming and Utah high school events, from speech and drama competitions to local events, sports and activities, and much more. Check it out today and see what MyLocalRadio.com has for you.
Imagine a mining company that respects the quality of the environment and health of natural ecosystems. At Monsanto, we don't begin mining unless we can ensure every safeguard is in place to respect the environment. And if they're not, then we don't mine. Simple as that. That's why we take steps before, during, and after mining to reach our goal of leaving the land even better than we found it. Monsanto. Imagine.
Here's a look at some of your Lalaton's food specials for the week of September 22nd through the 28th. And we start off in the meat department, where you can grab 85% lean, 15% fat ground beef for $2.99 a pound. They also have sirloin chops for $1.49 a pound. If you're looking for eggs for breakfast or for any meal, Western Family 5 dozen packs of large AA eggs, $4.49. Over in the produce department, small Honeycrisp apples are $1.88 a pound. Those are just some of your Lalaton's food specials in Soda Springs.
Big thanks to all of our sponsors here on KBRV 800 The Bear as we get set once again for the Lady Pirates and the Lady Cardinals, a renewal of the rivalry. The first time these two teams have matched up against each other this year in any sport other than possibly cross country. And the first of 2 times this week that these two teams will be facing off, as the football homecoming game is going to be against the Pirates as well on Friday night. We'll be carrying that, but we aren't going to look too far ahead, as tonight we have a great matchup for you. And as always, we start things off in our pregame show for volleyball by taking a look at some of the exceptional students at Soda Springs High School. This time it's Dallin Seifried on KBRV 800 The Bear and online at MyLocalRadio.com.
Caleb Burgraff joined here with Dallin Seifert from the class of 2017 for Soda Springs High School. And Dallin, you're our standout student. To start with, how's the senior year been going for you?
It's been going pretty good so far. I did get a little behind in my online classes, but I think I'm managing to catch up.
What were you looking forward to in this year? Is this a year that you kind of were waiting for and expecting to show up?
This year, what I've been looking forward to has been my senior project and the online classes I've been taking.
Let's talk a little bit about classes. We'll talk about senior project in a second, but what are some of the classes that you're taking that are some of the ones that you're really excited about?
Well, one of them that's not online is actually statistics. I'm taking that from McMurray, and that's been a blast so far. And then the online classes that I've been liking so far have been all of them, like Mandarin, psychology, and computer science.
Mandarin seems like an interesting class to be taking in high school. What got you into that as far as a language course instead of doing one that might be a little bit easier to get into?
The main reason why I chose Mandarin is mainly just to branch out a little more, as well as Mandarin is supposedly really good to learn if you're going into a technical field or something like that.
Let's talk about teachers here at the school. Who are some of the teachers that you've really been drawn to as far as the way that they teach you and that you enjoy going into their class?
I like most of my teachers, but if I had to pick one specifically, I think it would be McMurray.
What makes him a fun teacher? And to broaden that question, what makes a good learning environment for you? What's one that really draws you in and makes you excited about it?
So the reason why he's my favorite, his energy levels are really high and he likes to get us excited about things, but it's also the learning environment that he creates and that a lot of the other teachers here at the school create. Mainly the willingness and the want for their students to ask them questions and to help their students understand problems and things like that.
Couple more questions for you. You talked about your senior project. What is that this year?
So this year, I'm kind of building off of something I did last year. So last year I created or helped build a Moodle server here at the school. So Moodle is basically like an online learning tool. So this year I'll be teaching someone else how to run Moodle as an admin and maybe even how to set it up from the ground up.
You talk a lot about technology. I'm assuming that's something you want to get into future as far as your future. What is next for you? Once high school is over, what are some of the things that you see yourself doing?
So after high school, definitely going on a mission, but then I still have to figure out which college I'm going to, but I definitely know I'm going into either computer science or astrophysics, or maybe something a little both.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time to talk with us. Congratulations on being our standout student, and good luck as you continue your senior year.
All right, thank you.
Big thanks once again to Dallin Seifert of the Soda Springs High School class of 2017 for being our standout student and exceptional talent there in the classroom with all the things that he is doing and definitely a lot of bright things in his future. I want to thank him and every standout student that we get on for coming onto our pregame show. And speaking of our pregame show, we have about 13 and a half minutes towards starting lineups and national anthems when those will come over the airwaves to your ears. And as we wait for that, we're going to take another break and then jump into a look at what the Westside Lady Pirates are bringing to the table this year on KBRV 800 The Bear and online with live video streaming at mylocalradio.com.
This broadcast of high school sports is being made possible by the Mound Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho, serving Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming.
In the aftermath of a disaster, victims want to get their lives back in order as soon as possible. But if your home has been damaged, the last thing you want is someone taking advantage of you. Contractors who show up right after a storm may be fraudsters, out to make a quick buck off of your insurance claim. They'll promise anything as long as they can get you to sign a contract and hand over a payment. Know who you're dealing with, and remember, if you didn't request it, reject it. To report fraud, call us at 1-800-TEL-NICB, a public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
It's so pretty here.
Katie's away at college,
There's the library.
but she can still be close to her mom back home. Travis is working on a big report. High-speed internet puts a world of information at his fingertips. Silver Star Communications provides connections that help students learn and keep families close, even when they're miles apart. Get your family in touch and informed with high-speed internet from Silver Star Communications. Call today or visit silverstar.com.
Check out my new time machine.
Does it work?
Hit the button.
Hey, it's Napoleon.
Oui. Check out the future.
Hey, you have a nice house. Why don't I?
You didn't save any money, buddy.
If only there was a way I could go back in time and fix that.
Yeah.
Save something for the future. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
Welcome back out to the home of the Soda Springs Cardinals as the Cardinals getting set to take on the Lady Pirates of Westside. We're going to give you a closer look at what the Pirates have been able to do so far this year, but before we do that, we'll take a quick look at what Coach Jerry O'Brien has to talk about with her girls. We'll listen to what she has to say right now on KBRV 800 The Bears. We start our coaches show on your home for Cardinal Athletics.
Kayla Burgraff joined here with Jerry O'Brien, the head coach of the Westside Lady Pirates. And Coach, you guys are off to a good start in district play. You were able to come away with a tough, hard-fought win against Aberdeen. What did you learn from that match? And after the rest of the regular season, how do you feel your girls are coming into this match?
I think my girls are coming in fairly confident. The Aberdeen match was hard. We won the first 2 sets, and we had them down and out. My girls need to develop that killer instinct when they're down. You need to just go after them and put the game away instead of giving them a second wind, which is what we did. We let them win by a couple points in the 3rd set and then kind of gave them the 4th because we just got lost there a little bit. And mostly we just need to clean things up. We're not playing bad ball. We just need to play better ball and clean things up and finish it.
Now, you guys did the Pat Peterson tournament over in Pocatello. You've also played some fairly tough competition leading up to that. But was it good to have that close match in district play once they got out of the really tough 5A, 4A schools?
Yes, it's nice to see your girls be put in pressure situation and see how they're going to react, whether good or bad, whether they just shut down. And my girls did a good job. Like I said, the fourth set was hard, and they kind of got lost a little bit. But the 5th game, they came back strong and pulled together as a team and really went back to what works for us, which is an aggressive offense. We got stuck tipping a lot and playing it safe in the 4th set, and that doesn't work well with any team.
I think you took some people by surprise with Grace Montez being put back there as your libero this year. What has her growth in that position been like, and how important has she been to the team in that back row?
Grace as a libero has worked really hard the last year. We've went to some camps and that, and she works every day. It's, coach, what do I need to do? And I appreciate that, and she's done a fantastic job. And she's also, besides just my libero, she's one of the leaders on my team. She's a senior. She is such a positive force and brings such energy to our team that it just makes the girls better, makes our team better having Grace on the floor.
As far as the hitting game is concerned, you have some very young outside hitters as well. What have they been doing as far as their growth on that outside position?
Just a lot of consistency, just making sure that we transition out every time and that they're getting to the same place and finding the ball. Sometimes they tend to watch the game a little bit more than I would like and not get out to get ready, but they're working on that and they're coming. And power. We're always working on swinging harder.
We'll wrap this up by looking just quickly at Soda Springs. They are not the same team as last year. I think they've proved that 7-2 so far through the early portion of the season. How do you keep your girls from looking at Soda Springs as the same team as last year, and what do you expect from the Cardinals tonight?
We've watched Soda seen a little bit, and we've practiced for what their tendencies are. We just need to go out and play a strong offense to keep them from running their offense. And just like in Aberdeen, we need to finish our plays, clean it up, not just tap it in or just keep giving it to them to run their offense. We need to hit the holes and just hit the ball.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Good luck to you and your Lady Pirates tonight as we get set for what should be a great match to continue District 5 play.
Thank you.
That was Coach Jerry O'Brien as her team again looking to try and build on their success. They are already 1-0 in District 5 play after a 5-set win over Aberdeen. And I was talking with Coach O'Brien a little bit outside of that interview, and we were talking about the fact that Aberdeen was a good test for her girls coming into it, and she was happy that they ended up getting that 3-2 set decision instead of having something a little bit easier or maybe running away with something against a different team, because it woke them up a little bit more about how tight this district is going to be. And we were also talking about that. There's not a clear winner in this district right now. I mean, a lot of teams are picking at Malad to make one of the 2 teams that comes out of this district and to be one of the 2 teams. But when you look at who the other team that could come out of it is, Bear Lake has played strong. They've ended up beating Aberdeen as Aberdeen is 0-3 out of the gates. The Soda Springs Cardinals took a set from Malad. This will be their second test, but they're also 7-2 on the season coming into this match. You look at the Westside Pirates, they have already taken 1 match. Bear Lake has won a match as well. Malad is obviously 3-0 so far to start the year. So a lot of different questions to answer in this district, and one of those questions could be answered tonight in how these 2 teams are going to play against each other. We'll take one more break, and when we come back, we will sit down and talk with Alexa Bartlome of the Soda Springs Cardinals on KBRV 800 The Bear with live streaming video online at mylocalradio.com.
Whether it's warm outside and you need an air conditioning system or cold outside and you need a new natural gas furnace, Reed's Plumbing and Heating has what you need to keep your family comfortable, and there's never been a better time to convert to natural gas. With great service and expertise, Reed's is your all-weather friend in southeastern Idaho. Call us today, 208-547-4466, and we'll get right to work making your home comfortable and cozy. That's Reed's Plumbing and Heating at 208-547-4466. Natural gas, it's worth asking for.
Hi, I'm Todd Hunziker. Most dealers focus on the experience you have just a few moments that you're in their store. At Hunziker Ford, we want to keep you happy forever, and to prove it, we offer warranty forever at no cost to you. So here's the deal. All you have to do is follow the maintenance schedule on virtually anything you buy from us, and the expensive powertrain components are covered forever. That's Todd Hunziker Ford, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30. It's just that simple.
Get it to go at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace, Idaho. From pizza to potato wedges, from burritos to the jalapeno flavored corn dogs, from candy, clothing, car accessories, and fountain drinks, convenience is fun. And Patterson Quick Stop and Patterson Easy Way help to fill your needs conveniently. They have something for everyone: food, fuel, and fun at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace. Right here, right now.
When the time comes, you'll want true compassion balanced with clinical care for your mom or dad, grandma or grandpa. Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs provides a warm, caring, and secure environment for individuals who need medication assistance, healthy meals, and assistance with daily activities. You can help by introducing them to our Assisted Living Center. Come on in for a tour and consultation. Find out about our monthly move-in specials and respite visits. Furnished suites are available. Call 208-547-0257. The Edgewood Assisted Living Center, Soda Springs, Idaho, a place to call home.
Welcome back out once again to the home of the Soda Springs Cardinals. The Bird's Nest hoping to be a rowdy place tonight. We're about 4.5 minutes away from the opening serve of this match between the Cardinals and the Lady Pirates. 4 minutes and 13 seconds and counting, to be specific. We're going to sit down and talk with Alexa Bartolome now in our pregame show as we continue to work our way towards the opening serve of this match. And one of the senior leaders of the Cardinals joins us on the pregame show.
Caleb Burgraff joined here with Alexa Bartolome from the Soda Springs volleyball team. And Alexa, it's your senior year. I guess, first of all, with the success the team has been having this year, have you been excited for how this year's been going?
Yeah, very excited. Excited to see where we go.
What have been some of the differences in the way that the atmosphere has been around the team this year compared to years past?
Our confidence is a lot higher in our team.
Now that you guys have been under Coach Thompson, I've asked this question to other people, but the second year with her, how much more chemistry is there between her and the team, and what's the difference between this year and last year and how she's been coaching?
She teaches us more techniques than we've learned.
The last couple of matches that you guys had, Malad and Marsh Valley, two tough teams that you guys went up against, and varied amounts of success in both of those matches. As a player that was on the court, what were some of your thoughts in how the team played as a whole in those matches?
We played good. Everyone did have a lot of mistakes, and we kind of got down from our mistakes, but next time we won't.
As far as your own play, you've been getting better with your play on the defensive back row as well as with your serving. How much have you felt your play has improved as the year's gone on?
I think I've improved a lot. I used to be terrible at passing, and this year I'm not so bad.
What's the biggest thing you still think you need to improve on as the year goes on?
Passing, for sure.
Never can be a good enough passer, especially when you're played as one of those defensive specialists in the back row. Do you get a sense of trust from the coach when you get put out there as a person on the defense in what's a pretty vital part of the game?
Yeah.
When you think about what's coming up for this team in the next couple of weeks, district play's obviously begun. This week is another tough set of matches, another important set of matches with Westside and Bear Lake coming in. What's the need to win these matches for the team? How much are you guys putting onto these two matches?
A lot. We really need to win these, so we'll have more confidence as a team to beat the other teams.
With Westside in particular, they're one of those teams that has had this team's number for the last couple of years. Is there any extra confidence or any extra vendetta, I guess, or want for revenge coming into this with the success they've had?
Yeah, a lot. They have a good team, and we really need to beat them because they're better.
It's homecoming week as well. Is there any extra excitement around it with knowing that the kids are going to be out there supporting you, especially after the way they came out in the Marsh Valley match?
It makes it a little more nerve-wracking, I think. More people to watch.
Do you guys ever feed off the energy from the crowd, though, when you're out there?
Yeah, it helps us to stay loud and talkative.
If you guys have one goal for this week, besides winning the 2 matches that you guys have, what would that goal be? What's a successful week going to be if you take wins and losses out of it?
To be confident in our team, not get down on one another, and just stay up.
Well, Alexa, I appreciate you taking the time to talk. We'll look forward to watching some good volleyball this week.
Yeah, thank you.
Big thanks to Alexa Bartolome for talking with us here on the program. She will be in the back row starting things off, or on the bench starting things off, and will sub in on the back row as we will move on to the starters for these 2 teams coming up in just a little bit. Brought to you by Mountain View Dental, as Mountain View Dental provides general and cosmetic dentistry for the whole family. They want to wish good luck to the Cardinals from Dr. Walker and his staff. We're about 50 seconds away. A couple final notes on this. The Cardinals were swept in straight sets both times they took on the Pirates last year, and that is something they're going to be looking at improving on this year. But on the same side, we talked about it with Coach Jerry O'Brien, for those of you just joining us, and she said her team cannot take this Cardinals team lightly, I should say, as they are a scrappy team. They have come away with sets already. They're 7-2 on the season, as I said, and that is something really to look forward to as a positive for the Cardinals, as teams are already starting to take notice of what you've done. And taking that set against Malad was really the wake-up call for the district, that this Cardinals team can do some great things if they continue to play together throughout the year. And pairs to watch, and a couple players to really see better performances from that last one when they were out at Marsh Valley. Haley Ledbetter really struggled in the Marsh Valley match at the beginning. It took her a while to get warmed up. Katie Sims had a fantastic match. A couple other Cardinals had some decent matches mixed in, but nobody was really a standout, look at this, and fantastic player that was there to do some crazy things. So we'll see who steps up into that role for the Cardinals tonight, and if they can find some great people to step up, they could easily come away with a big win against the Westside Pirates here on homecoming weekend at home, as they get set to open up the weekend with their first match of the week. We'll take a break, come back after this with a look at the starting lineups and the wrapping up of the national anthem on your home for Cardinal Athletics, KBRV 800 The Bear, and online with live video streaming at mylocalradio.com.
When you're 15 and pregnant, all the stuff just goes through your mind. You're his mom. You're supposed to be the one taking care of him and raising him, but you can't do it without support. I wanted to give him a better life. When I found out I was pregnant, I don't know, just a light hit me in my heart, just saying adoption.
For more information, go to ichooseadoption.org.
I'm Miranda and I chose adoption.
Okay, forest animals, kids are coming to the forest, and it's up to us to make their visit a good one. Sparrow, have you practiced the most popular bird songs for the year?
Of course.
Catchy. I like it. River, how's the temperature?
It's a refreshing 52 degrees, man.
I love it. Turtle.
He's not here yet, man.
He's late every morning. Okay. Squirrel.
The forest has been preparing just for you. To learn more about cool things to do in the forest, visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Oh, hi. Right now, I'm getting a remarkably heartfelt bear hug from Smokey Bear. Thanks, big guy. Now, if you could let me down. See, I made sure there were no low-hanging branches when I set up my campfire. And before we left, I drowned out my campfire, stirred it, drowned it out again, then made sure it was cold. Visit SmokeyBear.com to learn tips to prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council. Oh.
Here's a look at some of your Lalaton's food specials for the week of September 22nd through the 28th. And we start off in the meat department, where you can grab 85% lean, 15% fat ground beef for $2.99 a pound. They also have sirloin chops for $1.49 a pound. If you're looking for eggs for breakfast or for any meal, Western Family 5 dozen packs of large AA eggs, $4.49. Over in the produce department, small Honeycrisp apples are $1.88 a pound. Those are just some of your Lalaton's food specials in Soda Springs.
Imagine a mining company who nurtures butterflies. At Monsanto, we plant wildflower seeds on recently mined land. The flowers support a thriving butterfly population, which then feeds small birds, who are in turn hunted by eagles and hawks. By paying attention to nature's detail, Monsanto sustains a broader ecosystem. That's one reason why 6 federal and state agencies have honored us with their highest award for excellence in annual operations. Monsanto. Imagine.
Welcome back out to the home of the Soda Springs Cardinals as they get set to take on the Lady Pirates of Westside on this wonderful Wednesday night. Getting lost is where we are in the weekend. But by the way, early on, for those of you watching online, I apologize. Our scoreboard camera is having some malfunctioning issues, so we will not be having a scoreboard camera. But just remember that is being brought to you by Caribou Memorial Hospital in Soda Springs, as they provide some of the best service around. Your starting lineups are being brought to you by Mountain View Dental. As at Mountain View Dental, they provide general and cosmetic dentistry for the whole family. Good luck to the Cardinals from Dr. Walker and his staff. Starting off with the Lady Pirates of Westside, they are going to be led off by number 1, Sierra Hedworth. Number 3 is Grace Montez. She will be the libero wearing the maroon uniform. Lindsay Polsper is the number 1 hitter to look for from the Lady Pirates. Number 22 is Mari Wade, a sophomore outside hitter. Number 14 is Sage Fredericksman. Number 18 is their setter, Allie Jensen. And number 23 is going to be one of their defensive specialists, as well as another sometimes outside in Josie Mejia. Look for Chadley Hedworth to come off of the bench, and Lilia Ebanez as well to come off of the bench. For the Cardinals, they're going to be led off by number 1, Katie Franson. Number 7 is Reagan Yamauchi. Number 12 is Cedar Hopkins. Number 13 is Katie Sims. Number 15, Haley Ledbetter. Number 16 is Lexi Patterson, and the libero tonight for the Lady Cardinals will be number 21, Taylor Myers. Myers out there in the red libero uniform with the cutoff sleeves, white numbers on the front and back. The rest of the Cardinals in black uniform tops, black spandex with white lines down the front of each side of the jersey, and a white number on the front and back as well. Front row will be Lexi Patterson on the far side, Cedar Hopkins in the middle, and Haley Ledbetter starting on the near side. And Sims, Yamauchi, and Franson will be in the back row, as expects Myers to check in for Franson, I would believe, in this first rotation through. On the other side for the Lady Pirates, Mejia on the front row, as well as Sierra Hedworth and Sage Fredrickson. So 3 hitters on the front row, and Allie Jensen will start off as the opening server for the Lady Pirates. In the back row as well as Lindsay Pulsifer and Mari Wade. They will not have their libero out there to get things going off, as this first set will come your way. And the opening serve of this first set brought to you by Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier, Idaho, the small town pharmacy that gives you world-class service. Call us at 208-847-1421 today. We will wait and see who won the toss for the opening serve of this match, as officials still looking things over, and I believe it is the Pirates, as the Cardinals setting up with 4 in the back row for that opening serve. Ledbetter joining the back row off of the front row in the rotation, staying in her spot, and it will be Allie Jensen to start things off here. Long sleeve white uniforms for the Lady Pirates, and Jensen will get set to serve things right to left on your video screen. Standing serve, and the ball is up, and line drive to the near side. Pass to the outside of the lines. Yamauchi bounces it back in, and it's going to be bumped over and tipped across to the Pirates. Jensen sets this one up near side, coming up. Hedworth blocked at the net. Stuffed at the net by Cedar Hopkins, who comes up with the opening point for the Cardinals. A 1-0 opening score on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard sends Ledbetter back to serve. The junior, one of the bigger leaders and the underclassmen of this team, but she can't get any momentum going off of this opening serve, and she sends one into the net, and it's back to a 1-1 match. Errors are something the Cardinals need to avoid. As Grace Montez checks in, she'll serve one across. Set by Hopkins at the net, and Ledbetter's going to free one to the back row and into the net. They're going to say went Mari Wade, as that's an early net violation against the Lady Pirates. And the Cardinals and Pirates trade an error to make the score 2-1 here in your opening set, brought to you by Sanders Furniture in Soda Springs. It'll be Cedar Hopkins to move to the back row. She serves it into the net. Back-to-back serves into the net for the Cardinals. They can't get their offense moving, and Hopkins will check out as Alexa Bartlome will move into the back line for the Cardinals. They send 5 into the back row with Reagan Yamauchi lined up at the front as the serve comes across from Sierra Hedworth to Yamauchi. She sets it to the far side. Sims comes up, blocked at the net, but Ledbetter there to keep it alive on the dig. Far side, Sims again tips one over the net in front of the diving try of Allie Jensen. Katie Sims gets her first kill as Reagan Yamauchi gets her first assist, and the Cardinals go back up by 1, 3-2 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. That sends Myers to the back line to serve for Patterson. Line drive, back row, pass forward by Hedworth. Set to the middle of the court and coming up to try and drop one down is Wade. Can't get it to find the bottom as Sims gets a chance to hit. That's dug out well by the Pirates. Far side coming up this time is Mejia from the left side. A good set on the far side of the court by Allie Jensen for her first assist. And Josie Mejia, the shortest hitter on the court for the Lady Pirates, comes up with the kill, gets herself a serve, and lines one across right at Katie Sims, who can't handle it. And Mejia picks up an ace, the first of the match for either team, and Westside gets their first lead at 4-3. Back to Mejia to serve again as she will line one back row. Clean pass by Yamauchi towards the net. Tipped over the net by Yamauchi and into the face of Mari Wade. She couldn't react quickly enough. Her block was late. And Reagan Yamauchi will come up with a kill on the assist from Ledbetter on the pass to the net. 4-4. And it'll be Sims to serve. Line drive, jump serve to the back row. Passed up ahead towards the net, coming up and hitting this one down and off of the hands of Bartlome with a diving try as Lindsay Pulsifer as she gets her first kill. And Jensen gets her second assist. Clean play run there by the Lady Pirates to the late arriving Pulsifer as she delayed her run up. 5-4 now. Cardinals up by 1 as Chadley Hedworth will check in for Mari Wade into the back row. Chadley playing middle, but right now playing defensive specialist for the Lady Pirates. Long sleeve uniform as she will send this one up and over to the near side. Sims passes at middle. Myers tips one towards the net, and Yamauchi will free one back row. Right there's Chadley. It'll be a tip at the net, jousted for, one over by the Cardinals, and a lift called on the west side Lady Pirates as Pulsifer is going to be the one called. But that I'm going to give as a kill to Reagan Yamauchi at the net as she was able to go up and time her leap well to fight with the front line of the West Side Pirates. 5-5, your score knotted up here. First set of play brought to you by Sanders Furniture. Yamauchi serves left to right. Pulsifer to the near side. It'll be set up and hit back row by Fredrickson, but too long off of the back line by inches. She had the right line of sight, and instead of going cross court, went line, and those extra couple of inches cost her a point. 6-5, the Cardinals back up by 1 as Yamauchi serves one short. Chadley gets to the ball, set to the middle by Jensen, blocked at the net, and Pulsifer's shot will eventually drop down as it was blocked, but it rolls to the Cardinals side, and both Franson and Hopkins looked at each other, waiting for the other to go for it, and Pulsifer gets her second kill. 3 assists now for Jensen. Score tied at 6-6 as Pulsifer serves one. Driving down serve, set by France into the middle. Ledbetter goes back corner on the right side, pumped up into the air, and a hit across the net, this time coming from Sierra Hedworth. Yamauchi gets a chance to set. It'll be tipped to the near side as Ledbetter trying to softly drop one down. Chadley sets up her sister and hits it into the net, and the point goes to the Cardinals. Sierra Hedworth with her first error in the match. She had 2 opportunities, one just couldn't drop, and the Cardinals are back up by 1, 7-6. It'll be back to Katie Franson to serve. She'll step into one, line drive, back row. Chadley Hedworth, flat pass to the front. Jensen sets up Fredrickson into the block, and that'll end up causing a lift in Lexi Patterson as Fredrickson gets her first kill on another assist for Jensen, who's off to 4 assists in the match. It's all knotted up at 7s here on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard, and it'll be back to Allie Jensen to serve both teams through one full rotation. And Chadley Hedworth taking a knee in order to tie her shoe, bobbing the head, attention on her. Now it goes back to the back line where Jensen will prepare to serve. Serve ace-4 in the back row for the Cardinals. She'll send one just over the net. Ledbetter, good pass towards the net. Yamauchi sets one up far side for Patterson, who drops one down into the block. Rolls it on the Pirates side of the net. Patterson comes up with her first kill. Good to see her getting off to a hot start in this match. And it's 8-7 now as the Lady Pirates back down by 1 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Ledbetter to serve. Line one back row. Jensen sets it near side, is coming up and hitting it through the block. Josie Mejia coming up with her second kill. A powerful hit into the line of the block. And that is something that we talked about with the head coach of the Pirates and Jerry O'Brien, as she was saying, getting her girls to hit harder is always something that she's looking for. As the serve clips the net. Hopkins to Patterson, mistimes it, and back saving her up is Sims. It's going to be played by the Pirates, though, and Sierra Hedworth tries to go cross court from left to right and drops it too far off of the back line, and she ends up picking up her second error. It's 9-8. Tight back and forth affair here. Neither team's gone on more than a 2-point run as Alexa Bartlome checks in. She'll serve from the back line and lines one to the back line of the Pirates. Dug towards the Cardinal side and popping one down as Sims Kept alive by the Pirates. Tipped over the net, though. It'll be Yamauchi setting this one for Sims. Blocked at the net. No, into the net, they're going to say. It was saved on the back of Sims, but give the Pirates some credit. I missed the number on the scramble. I think it might have been Mari Wade who kept that one alive. Apologize for those watching online. Our video has frozen. We'll try and get that fixed at the nearest break that we can. As this ball served over into the net, it goes, and a hit into the net this time comes from Mari Wade. That'll be her first hitting error, and the Cardinals go back up by 1, 10-9. Double digits for the Cardinals as Myers will run up to serve. Lines one over, bumped up back row, poor pass, but it's dug back into the middle and hit into the net, this time by Sierra Hedworth again. That's her third error of the match and makes it 11-9 here in set number 1, brought to you by Sanders Furniture in Soda Springs. Taylor Myers back to serve once again for the Cards. The libero runs up, trying to give them their biggest lead of the match. Dug to the far side again, poor pass into the middle of the court. A tip is going to drop down in front of the Cardinals. Mejia able to find the hardwood as she dropped one short from the right side of the court, getting the 6th assist to Allie Jensen. 11-10, the Cardinals still up by 1 though, and it'll be Mejia to serve. Dug by Ledbetter towards the net. Far side it goes once again. Franson off of the block. Timed it off the block well. Goes to her right. Another assist for Yamauchi to get her 3. And Katie Franson gets her first kill. It's 12-10. Back up by 2 for the Soda Springs Cardinals as Katie Sims goes back line. Moving the rotation around. Her second chance to serve. She'll run up. Lines one back row. Pass towards the net. It'll be set to the middle and coming up. Going cross court outside of the lines. That time is Mari Wade. She gets her second hitting error. The errors starting to pile up for the Lady Pirates, 6 of them in this first set, and the Cardinals have built themselves to a 13-10 lead. And all that really, the difference is errors. The Cardinals have 3, the Pirates have 6. Sims to serve once again as she'll skip her way forward, lines one over. Dug up back row, pass to the net. Jensen sets one up and a long shot off the back line, this time from Pulsifer, who after 2 clean kills comes up with an error. That's her 7th, and a timeout is taken. We're going to take one as well and try and get our video stream fixed. Back after this with more on KBRV 800 The Bear and online with My Local Radio. Once again, the Cardinals, we still apologize, trying to get our video problems fixed here as the Cardinals in the opening point are going to watch as this ball dropped down on the near side of the court by Lindsay Pulsifer. Goes cross court from left to right. 7 assists now for Allie Jensen, 14-11. Your score sits on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard as right back to the action out of the timeout. It'll be Chadley Hedworth to serve for the Pirates. Lines one across. Pass towards the net. Yamauchi clean set at the net. It's going to be passed up for Branson. Katie goes cross court left to right. She drops that one down. Another assist for Reagan Yamauchi to get her 4. And the Cardinals up by 4 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Again, we do apologize for the frozen video for those of you watching online. We are going to try and get that fixed at the next possible moment. So we will just bring you the live audio of this match for the time being as Yamauchi serves one across. It'll be Chadley Hedworth to Jensen at the net. Set for the middle. Blocked at the net. Franson and Hopkins combining for the stuff of Pulsifer, who is denied to the back line of the Cardinals, build the lead to 5. It's 16-11 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard as Yamauchi sends one high to the back row. Pass towards the net. It'll be set by Jensen near side. Fredrickson blocked. That rolls off with a block, though, and Fredrickson will get the kill. She was not necessarily happy with how the kill went, though, and makes it 16-12. 4-point edge, and back goes Pulsifer to serve. It's one of the senior leaders for the Lady Pirates. Will get set to line one across. Back row. Ledbetter kisses one off the ceiling before sending one far side. It'll be Sims back line. Too strong for Katie Sims. That's her second error of the match. And it's 16-13. The Pirates on a 2-0 run, trying to climb back in. They've trailed by as many as 5, 16-11. As Pulsifer will again set to serve. Lines one back row. It'll be Yamauchi. Set at the net by Franson. Coming up and tipping one into a block is Ledbetter. Again popped up by Yamauchi. And a net violation is going to be called on the Lady Pirates. I think that one's going to go on to Lilia Ebenez. And that is her first net, the second net for the Lady Pirates. It's a 4-point edge for the Cardinals on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. And back to serve is going to be Franson. Line drive back row. Pass towards the net. Jensen has to run a long ways to get it to it. Sets up Ebenez, who hits one back line, but dug out by Franson. Far side it goes again. Ledbetter tips one into the middle. Pancake save by Pulsifer and freed over by Chadley Hedworth. Franson gets it to Yamauchi. Sets near side. Hopkins tries to go back row. A neat from her knees. Pulsifer keeps it alive as Hedworth now tries to go near side down the line, and Chandley Hedworth can't keep it in from the back row kill attempt. It's 18-13. The Cardinals back up by 5, and your first set being brought to you by Sanders Furniture in Soda Springs. Katie Franson will go back to serve again. She'll skip forward, lines one over, dug over to the far side and outside of the lines as Katie Franson comes up with the first ace of the match for the Soda Springs Cardinals. 19-13, they lead by 6, showing a little bit of dominance here against the Pirates late in this match, which was close all the way up to 10s. Ball served over again. Dug up back row by Mejia. Near side it comes as Ebenez tries to go cross court inside the antenna. Yamauchi gets a chance to set this for Ledbetter. Into the block and down again. Haley Ledbetter gets her first kill of the match, and another timeout taken by the Lady Pirates. We'll once again take a break and try and get our freeze frames fixed and get the video stream back up and running. 20-13 your score on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Welcome back out to Soda Springs High School on KBRV 800. The Bear apologize again for the problems we were having with our video stream. Should have those fixed as we resume action here in your first set being brought to you by Sanders Furniture in Soda Springs. Katie Franson, after getting an ace in her last serve, ends up serving it into the net out of the timeout. It's an ace, then an error, brought to you by A&E Entertainment. 20-14, a 6-point edge for the Cardinals, still on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard, and it'll go back to Allie Jensen to serve right to left in the white uniforms here on the Cardinals home court. Short serve near side. Ledbetter passes it to Yamauchi. She sets it middle. Hopkins goes cross court to the back left corner. Cedar Hopkins, the freshman, with her first kill. 6 assists now for Reagan Yamauchi, and it's a 7-point edge for the Cardinals as they look to try and send a message in District 5 and say we are not here to mess around against the number 2 team in the district right now. It'll be Ledbetter to run up, and she sends one back line. Passed off the ceiling. It'll be Jensen to adjust well. Chandley Hedworth goes into the middle of the court, bumped up by Reagan. It'll be into the middle. Back row attempt, this time from Ledbetter. Got on top of the ball a bit too much, hits it into the net. The Cardinals' error will cost them a point, 21-15, but trading points, I'm sure something the Cardinals are okay with right now. 4 points away from closing out this first set with a win. Grace Montez to serve one over. Very short serve, almost drops, but Ledbetter there to save it as Sims gets a chance to get a kill, blocked at the net. Pass to the far side, tipped over the block this time, popped up into the air, and a scramble by the Pirates keeps it up. Yamauchi sets it for Patterson, goes back line, way off of the back line, too strong, and it gives a point to the Pirates. They are back within 5, 21-15. No, they're going to say into the net. Went the Pirates, and the point to the Cardinals, 22-15, as Soda Springs will get the advantage here. Not sure who they said the net violation was. We'll just give that one to the team for right now. 22-15, though. The Cardinals back up, and it'll be Alexa Bartolome to serve for the Cardinals. Left to right. She'll walk up and line one back row. Passed up by Montez. It'll be Jensen setting it middle for Mejia. Tips one over. Found the soft spot in the Cardinals team as that one drops through, and Josie Mejia gets her team-leading 4th kill on the 9th assist by Allie Jensen. 6-point advantage now. Moving back to serve is going to be Ebenez. She'll step into one. Line drive back row. Pumped up by Sims. Yamauchi sets this for Patterson. She'll go a softer hit, but dug out by Ebenez. Punched over the net by Jensen. They're going to call a over the net on Lexi Patterson. She's had that problem several times this year. Has worked on adjusting it, but unfortunately there costs another point, 22-17. And it'll be up to Ebenez to serve again. Back-to-back serve. Short serve this time. Patterson clean pass. Yamauchi to Patterson. Goes back line again. Too strong. Lexi just a little bit high on her hitting attempts, and it makes it a 4-point match, 22-18. And the Cardinals will take a timeout now as they want to talk things over and close this match out with some strength. I said they have some breathing room, but you don't want to necessarily use that breathing room in this early portion of the match. Score sits at 22-18 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard, and your first set being brought to you by Sanders Furniture. Come to Sanders Furniture and Appliance, where they're continuing their Labor Day sale, offering rebates galore on Lazy Boy recliners all this month. Sanders Furniture and Appliance is working at making your house a home. 22-18. Again, we apologize for those of you looking for the scoreboard that are watching online. No scoreboard available. We had some problems with our camera today. It's been a technical difficulty day. We had some other problems with our live camera, but everything working now as the Cardinals come back out onto the court, all black uniforms, sleeveless tops cut off with the short sleeves coming over the shoulder blades, and red and black mixed out there with the libero Taylor Myers wearing the red on the court for Cedar Hopkins, who's in the back line of the Cardinals team right now. 22-18, your score. And back to serve is Ebenez again after a three-point run by the Pirates, looking to continue it. Lines up and sends this one back row to the right side. Ledbetter to Yamauchi. She'll set it middle for Sims. She tries to drop one off of Montez. She can't pass it cleanly, and Katie Sims from the 3-meter line in the back row ends up getting her second kill. It's 23-18. The Cardinals back up by 5 and are 2 points away from closing it out. That'll send Myers back to serve. Taylor will skip up, running jump serve, clips the cords, dug towards the net, too far, tipped over by Franson, but bumped back to the Cardinals side. Played into the middle, Yamauchi sets it far side for Sims. She'll come up, blocked at the net. No, they'll say into the tape, and Sims is going to be called for her third hitting error so far. Very close call by the officials there, but it gives the Pirates some life, down 23-19. It'll be Josie Mejia to serve. Steps into one and lines one short. Passed up by Ledbetter. Yamauchi sets it far side for Franson. She'll do a soft hit. Stuff blocked at the net. Mari Wade with her second. 23-20. The Pirates not going away easily as they're not going down quite yet. As Mejia will serve over the net. Ledbetter to Yamauchi. Back row set for Ledbetter. She'll go back line. Bumped up, though, by Montez. It'll be Jensen to the near side. Pulsifer tipped at the net. Nobody to recover in the back line. The Cardinals' back line got caught watching, and Lindsay Pulsifer gets her fourth kill. Another assist to Allie Jensen, who's got 10. It's 23-21 in set number 1 as Montez serves again, right to left. High serve, short serve. Ledbetter to Yamauchi. Sets it middle for Sims. She goes back line, popped up by Mejia. Back set to the net. It'll be popped up at the net. Franson keeps it alive off the block. To the far side, it goes Sims, who tries to tip one down. Jensen, another sit to the near side. Pulsifer hard, but outside the lines. Lindsay Pulsifer hard hitting, but can't keep it inside on the left side of the court. And the Cardinals are at set point, 24-21 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Ledbetter to serve. Left to right from the middle. Lines one over short. Good pass up to the net. Set to the backside. Wade comes up and a free ball tip in the middle of everybody. No Cardinals could find the resolve to dive as everybody called each other off. 24-22 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. The official checking things over. I think making sure rotations are correct as the Pirates are back within 2. And they're going to say Sims was out of rotation. So does that give another point to the Pirates or not? I'm not sure if that just means a replay in the point. So the rotation violation on Yamauchi. Subbing in for the Lady Pirates will be Chadley Hedworth. Not sure again if that point counts or not. 24-22 as it sits now on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. And a serve to come across from Hedworth. Line drive near side. Sims to the net. Yamauchi sets this one middle. Franson comes up. Goes back line. Far corner to kill out the set. Katie Franson gets her third kill. The Cardinals take set number 1. 25-22 from the West Side Pirates. And we will come back with set number 2 after this. First set has been brought to you by Sanders Furniture. Come to Sanders Furniture and Appliance where they're continuing their Labor Day sale and offering rebates galore on their Lazy Boy recliners all this month. Sanders Furniture and Appliance, making your house a home on KBRV 800 The Bear and online with live video streaming at mylocalradio.com.
Get it to go at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace, Idaho. From pizza to potato wedges, from burritos to the jalapeno flavored corn dogs, from candy, clothing, car accessories, and fountain drinks, convenience is fun. And Patterson Quick Stop and Patterson Easy Way help to fill your needs conveniently. They have something for everyone. Food, fuel, and fun at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace. Right here, right now.
Whether it's warm outside and you need an air conditioning system, or cold outside and you need a new natural gas furnace, Reed's Plumbing and Heating has what you need to keep your family comfortable, and there's never been a better time to convert to natural gas. With great service and expertise, Reed's is your all-weather friend in southeastern Idaho. Call us today, 208-547-4466, and we'll get right to work making your home comfortable and cozy. That's Reed's Plumbing and Heating at 208-547-4466. Natural gas, it's worth asking for.
Welcome back out. Set number 2 coming up as the Soda Springs Cardinals take set number 1, 25-22. Fantastic play from the Cardinals, limiting their errors. They did have 3 service errors. They did have 5 errors hitting into the net, but the Pirates were there matching them error for error as they had 9 errors on their hitting game and helped the Cardinals out a little bit, especially cutting off some of their rallies when they were trying to get back into this match in a much closer way. Pirates, though, were led by Josie Mejia and Lindsey Pulsifer. The two of them put up 4 kills apiece. 2 kills from Sage Fredrickson, 1 from Mari Wade, 11 assists for Allie Jensen. All of them off to good starts so far. Reagan Yamauchi with 8 assists, 3 kills for Katie Franson to lead the Cardinals so far on their side of the court, as you expect the Cardinals to come out firing once again in set number 2. As they want to keep this momentum that they have going on their side right now. A good home crowd, a good student section here on homecoming week. And we are going to be doing games all throughout this week here from Soda Springs during homecoming. Volleyball tomorrow night against Bear Lake in another rivalry game. And then the West Side Pirates football team will be coming to town on Friday night. Could be a rainy night, could be a snowy night here at Soda Springs at Archer Field. But we are going to be out there braving the elements. We hope you come out and brave the elements as well and cheer on the Cardinals as they look for their first win of the year on the football field. Here are the 7-2 Cardinals, up 1-0. Entering the second set, opening serve brought to you by Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier, the small town pharmacy that gives you world-class service. It'll be Haley Ledbetter to serve. Line drive, back row, pass towards the net. Jensen tries to tip it over, tipped by Sims, bumped over the net by Sims, then a hard hit back line. Nobody setting her up. Sage Fredrickson with her 3rd kill just takes advantage of a Cardinals defense that was creeping up towards the front line. 1-0. The Lady Pirates start out with the early points against the Cardinals in set number 2, being brought to you by Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier. That'll send Allie Jensen back to serve. And the setter for the Pirates will line one back and across. Yamauchi to Hopkins at the net. Set up for Patterson. She drops one short in front of Mari Wade. Cedar Hopkins gets her first assist of the match. Lexi Patterson gets her 2nd kill of the match. And a little bit of trickery there for the Cardinals as Coach Shawnee Thompson switching things around. As Reagan Yamauchi took almost every set in that first set, Hopkins now taking the first set here on her frontline duties. As the ball passed up to the net, Allie Jensen sets it far side for Wade, tipped at the net, popped back down by Patterson, but the Pirates scramble well. Myers to Yamauchi, near side. It'll be Patterson down, stuff block at the net. That time Sage Fredrickson, playing in the middle position, got up and was able to deny the 3-meter line hit coming from Lexi Patterson, and the Pirates are back up by 1, 2-1, and Mari Wade will move back to serve. Grace Montez will move back to serve. Pass up towards the Raptors, pass to the near side from Yamauchi, sets up, Ledbetter who hits it into the net. Haley, we mentioned, had a little bit of a sluggish start in their last match against Marsh Valley. Hopefully not seeing that same thing coming to rise here. It's Montez to serve again. Short serve, passed by Sims. Clean pass to Yamauchi. She'll set Sims up at the net. Tips one over. Fantastic run up by Sims as she didn't run up quickly and instead delayed the run. The block went up early. She tipped it over and nobody there to adjust on the backside. Reagan Yamauchi gets the assist for her 9th. 3-2, the Cardinals down by 1 as Myers to serve. Line drive, back row. Passed up towards the Raptors. Montez goes far side, and it'll be a flat-footed hit by Mari Wade into the net for her 3rd hitting error of the match. 3-all your score on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard as Myers goes back to serve once again. Skips her way forward. Line drive just over the net. Good pass by Pulsifer. Jensen sets it near side as Sierra Hedworth goes back line right at Kaylin Lewis, and Sierra Hedworth finally is able to pick on the right person to get her first kill. 12 assists now for Allie Jensen. The score goes 4-3 in favor of the Pirates as Sierra Hedworth serves one. Off balance serve, but Yamauchi able to get a clean set. Tipped over the net once again and into the net once more. This time I believe they're going to call Josie Mejia for her first net violation. 4 net violations now on the Lady Pirates. And the score is knotted even at 4 apiece. So that'll send Sims to serve. And the sophomore sends one into the net, automatically lets out a groan as she leans back. And the Cardinals go back down by 1, 5-4. Sims on the back line. That'll put up Lewis, Yamauchi, and Franson on the front. Pass up towards the net. It'll be Franson setting up, or set up by Yamauchi. Blocked once again at the net. This time it comes from a stuff by Mari Wade for her 3rd block. 6-4, the Cardinals down by 2, and Josie Mejia back to serve once again, left to right. Sends one over, short serve, Sims towards the net. Yamauchi tips one over. Played well by Montez, goes to Jensen. She sets it far side, hit across the net and down onto the Lady Pirates side. Lindsay Pulsifer with her 3rd hitting error of the match, just hitting over 25%. And she has 4 kills, 3 errors, and it's 6-5. The Cardinals back within 1, not letting the Pirates get too far out of reach. That's been a bright spot for the Cardinals this season. Something they've recovered on is not allowing too many major runs. As Yamauchi serves one over. Pulsifer, pass up to Jensen, near side. Wade off of the block, spins through it, and in front of Cedar Hopkins. And Mari Wade gets her 2nd kill on a clean hit through the net. Well played at an angle. 7-5, a 2-point edge once again for the Lady Pirates. Sends Chadley Hedworth into the match to serve from the far side, left to right, short serve, bumped up by Ledbetter. Franson sets this one up for Haley. She goes back corner, picking on Jerry O'Brien, who is standing up, and Haley gets her 3rd hitting error now in a row, and it's 8-5. Chadley will serve once again. Another one of the seniors for this Lady Pirates. Lines one over, dug towards the net, pass to the near side. Hopkins comes up, goes cross court, dug back over to the Cardinals side. Ledbetter to Yamauchi. Reagan sets it up for Franson. She comes up, tips one over. Smart play by Katie Franson for her 4th kill of the match, leading the team. The senior middle gaining confidence as we speak. 8-6, and it's a 2-point match. The Cardinals down on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Franson runs up, line drive, back row, pass towards the net by Pulsifer. Set to the far side. Fredrickson goes off Ledbetter. She tried to pop it up, but it goes rolling off of her into the Cardinals bench, and Fredrickson gets her 4th straight kill in a row. She does have 1 error on her first hitting attempt. It's back to a 3-point lead for the Pirates as Pulsifer to serve. Lines one back row, played up into the air. Sims to the near side, sets up Patterson. She softly hits one to Pulsifer. Pass up ahead. It'll be Jensen setting up Sierra Hedworth. The scramble by both teams, and eventually the Cardinals will get the ball. Sims to Yamauchi, tips one over. Sierra Hedworth adjusts well. Chadley sets up her sister. She hits one long back line. Right there is going to be Yamauchi. Sets to Hopkins. Patterson blocked at the net. Fredrickson saw where she was going all the way and stuffed it down. 10-6. Good rally by both teams on the point, but the Cardinals fall by 4 now as the Pirates are able to get to double figures. It'll be Lindsay Pulsifer to serve. Line drive short. Passed up by Ledbetter. Yamauchi sets it near side. Patterson mistimes and mishits. Lexi Patterson going hit, error. 2 kills, 2 errors, and it's 11-6 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. To a 5-point match as a timeout taken by the Cardinals to talk things over and get some momentum away from the Pirates. The second set being brought to you by Bear Lake Drug. At Bear Lake Drug, they have everything you need to get better quick, and they carry durable medical equipment for purchase or rent. That's Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier. Call them at 208-847-1421 if you want help with anything that you need today. And also don't forget to visit their gift shop for the perfect surprise for that special someone at Bear Lake Drug. Sponsoring your second set, 11-6. The Cardinals down right now in set number 2. I'm curious to see how they react to this deficit. The Pirates starting to avoid some of their errors. They were making plenty of errors in that first set. They had 9. Now they have 11 total errors, but when you see that you've gone 17 points into a match and you've committed less than half of the errors that you committed in the first set, that's a good thing to see on your side. For the Cardinals, their errors have started to mount. They now have 8 hitting errors and 1 more service error added on to the other 3 that they had in the first set. They have to clean up their play a little bit more in order to avoid giving up some easy points to the Pirates. Pulsifer to serve out of the timeout. High serve, back row, miss. Played by Katie Sims off into the bleachers on the right side of her. And it's an ace into the back line for Lindsay Pulsifer, only the second ace of the match for the Pirates. Lindsay will serve once again. Line drive, back row. Ledbetter, good pass to Yamauchi. Near side it comes to Hopkins from her middle position. She mishits it. Whiffs with the fingertips. And it's her first error, and the Cardinals down by 7, 13-6. And that will move it back once again to Pulsifer to serve. Steps up, line drive serve, back row. It'll be Yamauchi setting this up for Ledbetter. She'll try and spin one, picking on Pulsifer. Clean pass to Jensen. She sets it back line for Fredrickson, but dug out by Sims. Cardinals have a chance now, and Ledbetter again hits it into the net. And Coach Thompson steps up and says, deep breath, ladies, deep breath. You're just overhitting right now. You're trying too hard right now. Let it come to you as they're down by 8, 14-6, and Pulsifer to serve once again. Lines one over, and a point to the Lady Pirates. Another rotation violation on the Cardinals as the down official calls it for a second time. And it's 15-6 now. The Pirates up by 9 points on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Cardinals looking to make sure everyone's adjusted. It's been on this rotation both times, I believe. And what it is Yamauchi is overlapping Sims. The Pulsifer to serve again. 9-point edge for the Lady Pirates on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Yamauchi bump set for Sims. Back row clips the net cords, but dug out by Mejia. Bump to the far side. Set up for Sierra Hedworth. Blocked at the net by Patterson. But back to the Cardinal side it goes, and nobody gets there in time. A block for Patterson, but a tip over the net. I believe it was Fredrickson with the tip for the kill, her 5th in a row, and the Cardinals down by 10, 16-6. It's a 10-point lead now for the Pirates, an 8-point run. Ball served over. Ledbetter, digs it too far. Sierra Hedworth takes advantage of the too far dig and punches one down for his second kill. The Cardinals late to react. Haley Ledbetter will check out. Alexa Bartolome will check in for Haley Ledbetter as she moves in onto the far side of the back row. It's 17-6. Cardinals in something to avoid this run. Ball served over. Bartolome digs it too far again. This time Fredrickson powers one down. 6 straight kills without an error for Sage Fredrickson. It's 18-6. The Cardinals falling apart right now as they've given up a 10-0 run. Pulsifer to serve again. All momentum on the Lady Pirates side as the ball dug. Poor pass, but Yamauchi gets to it. And then Bartolome sends one through the net on the far side outside the lines. That's her first hitting error. The Cardinals just can't find anything going their way. 19-6 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. The Pirates starting to run away with set number 2. Running up and sending one over high. Back line too strong as Lindsay Pulsifer. Finally, the run comes to an end, and the Cardinals will look to try and find some way to get their offense back in motion, down 19-7. As Haley Ledbetter will check back in for the serve. And from right to left, the Cardinals will try and chip into this. They still have time. You just have to start getting points right away. Ledbetter to run up and serve. Short serve. Passed up into the air. Pulsifer back row. Jensen sets this towards the front line. Here a Frederick Hedlick, Cardinals get it back across. Jensen goes cross court. Yamauchi gets it to Hopkins. She'll bump set this one for Myers back line. Passed up towards the line. Great play by the Pirates. And the Cardinals will have another chance as it's hit back row by Mejia. Patterson tips one into a block. Bumped up into the air and free to cross by Myers. Great scramble as Hedworth gets another chance. Sierra into the block and off the antenna as a point is going to go to the Pirates after a long rally. Sierra Hedworth gets her 3rd kill. Allie Jensen 15 assists now. It's 20-7, a 3-point advantage for the Pirates over the Cardinals. And that'll give Allie Jensen a chance to serve once again. As Allie tosses it high, lines one back row. Ledbetter to Hopkins to Patterson. She comes cross court to the near side. Patterson ends that run before it can get going. Hopkins gets her 2nd assist. 20-8, the Cardinals still within 12. Hopkins checks out. Kaylin Lewis will check in to serve as the senior moves to the back line. Holds the ball out, runs forward, running jump serve lined across. Bumped up by Chadley. To the far side comes Mejia. She hits one back line, too strong. And a point over to the Cardinals. I think the officials were looking to make sure it wasn't tipped, but Josie Mejia picks up her first hitting error on a long shot to the back line. 20-9 now. Cardinals down by 11, trying to go on a run. Kaylin Lewis to serve again. Line drive serve. Chadley, good pass to Jensen. Set up for Fredrickson. She goes back to the far corner. Cross court, but can't keep it in the lines. That one's outside. Now the error is starting to come back to the side of the Pirates. We'll see if the Cardinals can ride this. Down by 10, 20-10. It'll be Kaylin Lewis to serve. Runs up, lines one off the cords and down. Rather be lucky than good sometimes. That's what Kaylin Lewis was there. It climbs the cords, drops down, and a timeout taken by the Pirates of Westside as their lead shrinks to 9, 22-11. And Coach O'Brien wanted to talk things over after 2 errors and a serve that climbs the cord, drops down onto their own side. Cardinals talking things over in this huddle while they're doing that. Rule reminds you this set being brought to you by Bear Lake Drug. At Bear Lake Drug, they have everything you need to get better quick, and they carry durable medical equipment for purchase or rent. That's Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier. Call us at 208-847-1421 today. Also keep an eye out for your block of the game brought to you by Bear Lake Drug and your set of the game brought to you by Stoddard Farms. Stoddard Farms and Grace reminds you that September means potato time. If you're not sure if you need Russets, Reds, or Yukons, visit their website at stoddardfarms.com and follow the link to learn which variety is right for your needs. Back to Kaylin Lewis to serve. And she will again do the running jump serve right to left. Short serve in the air, bumped up by Pulsifer. Back row, Pulsifer set up for a back row kill. Blocked at the net by Patterson, but it rolls along the net and in front of a sliding Yamauchi to try and save it. A different look there from Pulsifer as Allie Jensen sets her up and Lindsay up to the task for her 5th kill. 21-11 now as it'll be Montez to serve. Left to right, bumped up by Patterson to the net. Yamauchi sets up for Sims. She goes back line, dug to the Cardinal side. Patterson this time comes up to try and hit it down. Can't get it inside the lines, no, and Lexi goes again with a kill, then an error, continuing her on and off again routine. 22-11, 11-point lead for the Lady Pirates. It'll be Montez to serve as the libero sends one over. Ledbetter to Yamauchi, sets up Patterson. Sims, who tries to drop one down. Jensen sets it up for Mari Wade, who hits it into the net. Wasn't sure what the official was going to call there. Wade hits it into the net, not the block. Sierra Hedworth was right there, but can't quite keep it alive, and it's 22-12 now. And it'll be back to Taylor Myers to serve again, right to left. Runs up, fires one over. Dug towards the net. Jensen tries to play it off the net. Can't, though, as they're going to say into the net went Allie Jensen trying to save the ball. That'll be the 5th net violation, and it's 22-13. The Cardinals back within 9. Myers trying to lead a run. Line drive serve. Misplayed back row. Pulsifer keeps alive and is free to cross to the Cardinals. As Myers sends one back over to the Pirates, tipped at the net. Yamauchi keeps alive. Myers sets it near side for Sims, who tries to spin one down. Everybody on west side goes up, and Sims able to get it to drop through. Taylor Myers gets her first assist as Katie Sims, gets it back to an 8-point match. 22-14, and Myers to serve once again. The libero for the Cardinals. Sends one short. Montez towards the net. Jensen keeps it alive on their side. They're going to say into the net again. No, a lift on Allie Jensen as they're going to say she had to adjust it to get it over. That's her first error of the match. And the Cardinals within 7. 22-15. Just what they needed here to try and get them back in as this ball served over. Short pass. Jensen able to bump it up, and it's hit into the net by Mari Wade on the far side. And once more, it'll be a timeout taken by the head coach of the Pirates as Jerry O'Brien, to talk things over, has seen her team give up 5 straight points to the Cardinals. It's 22-16 and back to a 6-point match. The Cardinals right back in the thick of things, and this is one of the beauties of volleyball, is that no matter where the score is at, if your team can go on a run, you can always get yourself back into this match. That's one of the fun things about the district this year as well, is we've seen some shockers already. Bear Lake upsetting the Aberdeen Lady Tigers 3-1 at Bear Lake, as Aberdeen 0-3 on the season, and they brought back a lot of seniors to their team this year, and it's been a little bit of a frustrating go for them, I think. I was reading the comments coming from their coach after their loss to Bear Lake, and she said it was disappointing as the Lady Tigers just did not come out with the right mentality. Obviously, both of these two teams have come out with the right mentality. 25-22, the Cardinals took set number 1. 16-22, they trail in set number 2. Being brought to you by Bear Lake Drug as Myers runs up to serve. High serve, back row, too strong off of the back line out of the timeout. And Myers picks up the 5th service error for the Cardinals in the match. They have 5, the Pirates have 1. That's been a difference in this set. It'll be back to Sierra Hedworth to serve. High toss up and line drive serve. That's too long, and Sierra gives it right back to the Cardinals as the two sides will keep within 6 of each other. 23-17, and it's Katie Sims to serve. Pirates out of timeouts as Sims runs up to serve one short. Dug up outside of the antenna by Sierra Hedworth, and Katie Sims comes up with her first ace. The Cardinals are within 5. 23-18 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. And Sims once more moves back to line one across. She'll walk up, tosses it up, lines one short once again. Dug towards the net, over the net, punched across by Ledbetter. Jensen, a chance to set far side. Pulsifer powers it down. Pulverizing that one to the back row of the Cardinals is Lindsay Pulsifer. 24-18 at set point for the Lady Pirates. Trying to even this up at a set apiece, and it'll be back to Josie Mejia to serve. Stares across, steps in, and lines one over short. Ledbetter off the rafters. Yamauchi quickly to get there, and Franson spins one down. Diving save by Montez. Jensen sets up Pulsifer again. Hits the ball. Myers there to pass it into the air. Sims sets up Ledbetter, who frees one across to the back corner. Mejia right there to keep it up for the Pirates. Far side Pulsifer. She goes back line. Tipped by Katie Sims, though, and that's out of bounds off of the Cardinals, and that will do it as Lindsay Pulsifer gets herself another kill, another assist for Allie Jensen, and the Pirates take set number 2, 18-25 over the Soda Springs Cardinals. We'll take a break. Set number 3 coming up after this, brought to you by Bassett Building and Supply on KBRV 800 The Bear, with live streaming video online at mylocalradio.com.
MyLocalRadio.com is Southwest Wyoming and Northeast Utah's top website and the best source for local area news, weather, sports, and community events. And that's not all. MyLocalRadio.com features thousands of photographs of Wyoming and Utah high school events, from speech and drama competitions to local events, sports and activities, and much more. Check it out today and see what MyLocalRadio.com has for you.
When the time comes, you'll want true compassion balanced with clinical care for your mom or dad, grandma or grandpa. Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs provides a warm, caring, and secure environment for individuals who need medication assistance, healthy meals, and assistance with daily activities. You can help by introducing them to our Assisted Living Center. Come on in for a tour and consultation. Find out about our monthly move-in specials and respite visits. Furnished suites are available. Call 208-547-0257. The Edgewood Assisted Living Center, Soda Springs, Idaho, a place to call home.
Welcome back out once again. Set number 3 coming up, being brought to you by Bassett Building and Supply. The Cardinals all even right now at 1 set apiece on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. After the first set was won over by the Cardinals 25-22. The second set, the Pirates rebounded well at 25-18. But that gap was trimmed down by the Cardinals as they trailed at one point in time 22-11 before they were able to climb back into that match. We'll see if they can continue that success and that rally that they were able to put up onto the board as they outscored the Pirates 7-3 in the final points of that match, or of that set. Cardinals come out onto the court. Looks like it will be Ledbetter, Hopkins, Patterson, Sims, Yamauchi, and Myers on the court for the Cardinals. And on the side of the court, Coach Shawnee Thompson talking things over with Haley Ledbetter, talking about how she's taking off, I believe, is from the motions that she was saying is, look, you're just mistiming your jumps up to the net. And so if she can fix that, she has been struggling lately in the early portion of sets, and it happened last time against Marsh Valley as well, as they look to avoid having that same problem. Ball will be sent over to the Lady Pirates, and to serve this across will be Allie Jensen as they open things up here. Set number 3, opening serve brought to you by Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier, the small town pharmacy that gives you world-class service. Jensen, high serve, back row. On the back line, able to get the ace. Taylor Myers watching that one as it came to her and ends up giving up on it just a little bit too late. And it's 1-0. Pirates on top in set number 1. Jensen will set to serve once again from the far side, serving right to left in the white long sleeve uniform tops, and she missed through the toss and ends up not letting it drop. Instead hits it into the ground, and the ball will go over to the Cardinals with the score knotted up at 1 point apiece between these two teams. Haley Ledbetter back to serve once again, as the junior for the Cardinals will watch as Cedar Hopkins checks out. Bartolome will check into the front row, a rare appearance for her up on the front row. And Ledbetter will run up to serve. Long serve back line, bumped up into the air and dug towards Sierra Hedworth. Freed across by Mejia. Ledbetter right there for the Cardinals. Yamauchi sets this middle Patterson goes back line, too strong off of the back line. Lexi Patterson having an on-again, off-again night so far, as Cedar Hopkins will check back in for Alexa Bartlome, who will come back to take a seat on the bench. 2-1. The Cardinals down by a point as it'll send Grace Montez back to serve. The senior libero for the Pirates sends one back row. Yamauchi gets it to Hopkins. She'll set it far side for Sims, who tries to spin one short. Popped up into the air. Sierra Hedworth gets it to Jensen. Cardinals scrambling to try and save it, but Mari Wade able to get the kill off the assist by Jensen. That's going to be Mari's third kill and the 19th assist now for Allie Jensen. She is leading the way right now for a setter of the game, brought to you by Stoddard Farms. 3-1 your score. Grace Montez serves it across. It'll be Yamauchi to Hopkins. Far side going cross court and too strong again. Katie Sims goes off the back line. 4-1. It's a 3-point edge for the Lady Pirates of Westside. The Cardinals' errors, all that's hurting them right now is Montez lines one up and over. Towards the net goes Sims. It'll be Hopkins setting this one up for Patterson. Back line played well by Montez. Clean pass to Jensen. Near side Sierra Hedworth drops one back line. Going cross court left to right. And Hedworth gets her fourth straight kill without an error. The Lady Pirates continuing to pile points on. 5-1 they lead in set number 3. And it'll be Montez to serve again. Back row. Yamauchi to Hopkins. Far side Sims. Another chance. Tipped at the net. Pirates will react quickly as it's going to be Polster for a back row attempt. Ledbetter to Yamauchi. Once again goes to Sims. She goes back cross court. But right there Montez. Clean pass goes back to her. And the over the net attempt can't find a way to get it over. And Montez will pick up the error as the libero trying to free one across. It's 5-2. The Cardinals get the point back. And Alexa Bartlome will check back into the match for the Cardinals. Down by 3 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. 5-2. Bartlome will once again look to try and serve and sends one just over the net, drops off the cords and down. Alexa gets her first ace. The Cardinals get their fourth. 5-3 now. They trail by 2. And Bartlome back to serve once again. The senior mostly plays defensive specialist for the Cardinals. Will step into one. Lines one over the cords again. Dug towards the net, outside of the lines, into the scorer's table or into the up judge's stand, and another ace for Bartlome. Back-to-back aces have it as a 1-point match, 5-4, and Alexa will again prepare to serve. Steps into it, line drive serve, back row, Montez it is Montez popping into the air. The miscommunication on the near side as Jensen and Wade ended up looking at each other, and a little bit of anger, it seems like, coming out between the two of them, or frustration between the two. It's 5-5. The Cardinals on 3 straight points. Another serve over. Good pass into the air. Mejia sets this one up for an attempt from Wade, who sends one well off the back line. Mari Wade with another error. That's her 6th. And the Cardinals go on a 5-0 run to take a 5-6 lead. Bartlome to serve again. High serve, back row. Pass by Polster for Jensen. Good set this time for Mejia. She goes through the block, up into the air as Patterson keeps it alive, and Sims frees one across short, tips one up at the net, does Hedworth, and into the net goes Wade as the Cardinals just kept bumping it across on free balls, and finally the Pirates come up with a mistake. It's back-to-back errors on Wade, and it's 7-5. The Cardinals up by 2 as Chadley Hedworth will check into the front line for the Pirates. Alexa Bartlome to serve again with the Cardinals leading. Line drive serve, back row, on the back line. Line judge, I'm not sure if I agree with her on that one. That might have been a little bit long, but Alexa Bartlome will take it, gets her 3rd ace. And the Cardinals will look to try and keep things moving as it'll be up to Bartlome to serve and sends it into the net. So she'll go back line and get set to serve this one once more. And it's pumped up in the air by Patterson. Yamauchi sets it to the far side. Ledbetter goes back row right there. Montez played to the near side. Polster goes into the block, kept alive by Hedworth. Near side Polster again frees the cross. They're going to call a push coming from one of the Lady Pirates. And I've not seen that call before. It's 9-6 though. The Cardinals go back up by 3 points. Apologize for those of you who are listening on the air for going off of the air on there. We had some problems with our computer back home, and a serve goes off of the back line this time from Taylor Myers. as she picks up her second service error of the match. It'll be 9-7, and it'll be back to Josie Mejia to serve once again. Ball sent over. Ledbetter. Set up by Yamauchi. Far side Franson. Tips one cross court. Back to the middle. Jensen sets it near side for Lindsay Pulsifer. Stuff block at the net. Katie Franson gets her second. Katie Franson with 4 kills and 2 blocks as well as an ace. She's been having a fantastic match so far, and it makes it a 3-point lead once again, as they'll be back to Katie Sims to serve. Line drive into the net cords and returns it back to the Pirates with her second service error of the match. And the Cardinals now have 8 service errors in 3 sets and less. 18 points into the third set. Chadley Hedworth to serve. Senior for the Pirates. Sends one across. Near side. Yamauchi sets it for Ledbetter. Back row. Blocked at the net. And a free ball back across from Myers. To the net. Jensen sets it near side. Pulsifer goes back line. Too strong off of the back line. They can't take advantage of Sage Fredrickson's third block. And an error will end up going to Lindsay Pulsifer, her fourth. Both teams have struggled with errors, but definitely the Pirates have had more in this match to this point in time. The Cardinals have been the ones who have just not taken advantage of them back in that second set. Jensen sets it near side. Pulsifer goes back line right at Yamauchi, who passes it ahead. It'll be set by Hopkins, far side Ledbetter. Pass to that, tipped across. Ledbetter gets it alive. Yamauchi keeps it up in the air, and Ledbetter again frees one across. Good scramble by the Cardinals, but Jensen a chance to set this overrun, and into the net goes the chance from Fredrickson. As she overran the set, she was expecting a quick set. It went high, and the Cardinals lead by 4, 12-8, and Reagan Yamauchi moves to the back line to serve. She'll toss it high, lines one back row. Hedworth to Jensen, sets it middle. Pulsifer goes back line, right there Yamauchi. Hopkins again sets this one up for Franson, tipped off the net, popped up on the back row by Sierra Hedworth, and it's hit across by Pulsifer, but softly. Yamauchi, back row set for Sims, goes back line, bumped up again by Sierra Hedworth, a sliding save, and Fredrickson can free one across high into the air. Sims gets it to Yamauchi with a clean pass, far side Ledbetter, tipped over the block, but right there Pulsifer, they're going to say into the net though, running into the net that time is Fredrickson. That net violation builds the Cardinals' lead now up to 5, 13-8, and the timeout taken by Jerry O'Brien on the Lady Pirates sideline. We're in the third set of a back-and-forth game. Bassett Building and Supply in Soda Springs provides you a wide variety of building supplies, including lumber, paint, hardware, and much more. Call them today at 208-547-3804. Go get them, Lady Cardinals. They are your proud sponsors of your third set here on Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard and KBRV 800 The Bear. 13-8, your score, a 5-point edge for the Cardinals as the cheerleaders trying to get the student section up and rallying around their team, as right now this match has been tight, and you expected this match to be tight between two teams that were right on the edge of making the state tournament last year. And for the West Side Pirates, they did make the state tournament last year, unfortunately going 0-2 in their run at that tournament. Cardinals, though, looking to try and get their first district win over a team not named Bear Lake in over a year. It'll be Reagan Yamauchi set to serve. Left to right, sends one up and across. Hedworth to Pulsifer, who sets one for Fredrickson, who frees one back over. Yamauchi to Hopkins. She'll set it back row. Sims ends up getting one tipped at the net. Kept alive, though, by the Pirates. And Sierra Hedworth will send one up towards the net. And Fredrickson lines one into the net. Gets called for the double hit. She gets her third straight error after having 6 straight kills. And the score goes 14-8 now. The Cardinals up by 6 as Yamauchi continues the serve. Short serve. Chadley gets it up to Jensen. She'll set it middle. Pulsifer tips one over, and they're going to call another point to the Cardinals and another into the net. This time it's going to end up going, I believe, on Allie Jensen with her second net violation of the match. The Cardinals go up by 7, 15-8. Reagan Yamauchi to serve once again. Line serve, back row, Pulsifer gets it to Allie Jensen, set middle. Pulsifer hard back row, popped up though by Yamauchi. Played forward, and it'll be Franson to free one across. Mejia to Jensen, to Fredrickson, back line right at Taylor Myers. Couldn't get it into the air as Fredrickson comes up with her 7th kill now, and Jensen gets another assist to give her 21 on the night. 15-9, and back again to serve will be Pulsifer. Just gets it over the net. Franson sets it middle for Ledbetter. She'll go back line, popped up by Chadley. Pulsifer sets it forward, and Sierra Hedworth denied at the net. at the net by Franson, and a free ball comes across from the scramble by the Pirates. Hopkins to the far side, Ledbetter, blocked at the net again. Blocking coming up big here for both teams. Franson got a block for the Cardinals, couldn't get it to stick. That time, Sage Fredrickson returned the favor, did get it to stick. It's 15-10, a 5-point match here between the Cardinals and the Pirates. Cards up in set number 3. Franson on the near side, gets it to Yamauchi, and a scramble keeps it alive. Jensen to the near side. Hedworth has the free one back row. Yamauchi keeps it in. Hopkins sets up Sims, who goes off of the course, dug back to the Cardinals side as Ledbetter gets it to Reagan. She sets up Ledbetter again, goes short, but popped up by Mejia to the near side. It's going to be Fredrickson again. Can't get it to go down as Yamauchi right there. Hopkins sets up Ledbetter again, tipped at the net. Chadley Hedworth, near side, Sierra Hedworth, blocked at the net, popped up and over, played back to the Pirates. Jensen to Sierra, tipped at the net and out of bounds. Sierra comes away with the point on the kill, and that's her 5th in a row without an error. Jensen gets another assist. 3-point run for the Lady Pirates, 15-11, back to a 4-point match, and it'll be Pulsifer to serve, clips the cords, drops in front of Haley Ledbetter as Pulsifer gets her 2nd ace, only the 4th ace for the Pirates. It's 15-12. And once more, Pulsifer will line one up, climbs the cords again. Back to back, she's done that, but she's not necessarily happy as the look on her face is, I'm getting awful lucky right now. 15-13. We'll see if she adjusts her serve a little bit higher this time to get it over, or she again attempts that skip, and it will be a high serve and a rotation violation on the Cardinals. And this time, I believe it was Myers who was overlapped by Sims. Not positive on that. His ball served up and over, Ledbetter to the net, and a timeout taken as the official on the downside was not quite set as she wants to check the rotation. The Cardinals asking for a rotation double check on their side. 15-14 your score sits on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard in set number 3. Tied 1 set apiece. The Cardinals up by 1. It'll be Lindsay Pulsifer back to serve once again for the Lady Pirates. Wearing their white and maroon uniforms, it'll be Lindsay to line one back row. Ledbetter to Franson, tips one over the net, too far outside. A poor set by Katie Franson. That's her first hitting error, and the Pirates go on a 7-0 run to make it 15-15, and a timeout will be taken on that by Coach Thompson as she wants to get her Cardinals calmed down here as they have taken control of this match and now watched control go completely back over to the Lady Pirates of Westside. And for Coach Jerry O'Brien, she has to be happy her team has weathered the storm and they're starting to play better, but they're also starting to take advantage again of more errors being made by the Soda Springs Lady Cardinals. Out of the timeout, Cardinals will have Hopkins, Franson, Yamauchi, Ledbetter, Sims, and Myers on the court. Pirates, with 22 seconds left, still have not broken their timeout huddle as they talk things over with Coach Jerry O'Brien on the side of the court. Now they'll break out with Fredrickson, Jensen, Sierra Hedworth, and Chadley Hedworth, Mejia, and Pulsifer back serving. One timeout taken each team. Lindsay Pulsifer to serve once again. Right to left on your video screens and radio dials. Steps into one, high serve, back row. Clean pass from Ledbetter. Franson sets up Haley, and she'll tip one over. Right there, though, is Mejia. Tip towards net, jousted for. That one is going to be one over on the joust by Haley Ledbetter. So she'll come up with her second kill. It's 16-15. The Cardinals able to get their lead back after the timeout. Franson back to serve as Katie lines one up and over short. Chadley Hedworth can't handle it. Katie Franson with her second ace of the match. 17-15, the Cards back up by 2. Starting a little run of their own now, and it'll be back to Franson once again to serve left to right. Looks to the up official. Gets the whistle. Lines one back row. Played into the air well, back row, but Jensen's going to set one for Chadley Hedworth, who can't hit it well. She does not take the good set and hits it into the net. That's her second hitting error to no kills. 18-15, the Cardinals getting some breathing room with a 3-point edge. And Katie Franson will again serve short. Hedworth tries to pass it up. Jensen again has to go back row. Pulsifer off balance. Can't get it in. Lindsay, though, set up with a poor pass coming from Jensen. That set her up for a tough shot on an off-balance hit, and the Cardinals go on a 4-0 run, answering right back to the run by the Lady Pirates, and are up 19-15 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. We're in our third set, being brought to you by Bassett Building and Supply in Soda Springs, where they provide a wide variety of building supplies, including lumber, paint, hardware, and much more. Call them today at 208-547-3804. Go get them, Lady Cardinals. Thank you to all of our sponsors, by the way, that help us out with these broadcasts. If you want to be a part of these broadcasts and be a member of the Cardinal supporters on KBRV 800 The Bear, you can give us a call at our station during work hours. Kim Miller will be more than happy to help you out. And all you got to do is just give us a call, 208-547-2400. That's 208-547-2400. 19-15, it'll be back to Katie Franson again to serve as Hedworth checks out. And Mari Wade checks into the back line for the Lady Pirates. They'll creep forward a little bit, expecting a short serve. It will be a line drive past to Jensen. Back line, it'll be Sierra Hedworth, but she's dug out in the back row. And too close to the net goes the dig from Katie Sims. And Yamauchi can't play it up, so Sierra Hedworth gets her 6th kill, another assist to Jensen. It's 19-16, still a 3-point edge for the Cardinals. And back to serve will be Allie Jensen to the back line. Tosses it up, lines one back row. Dug up by Sims. Patterson gets it to Reagan, and she'll free one over high into the air. Pass up ahead to Jensen. Good pass for Fredrickson, but she powers it into the net. Hard hit. They love hitting the ball hard at Westside. You even heard that in the pregame show, talking with Jerry O'Brien, as she really enjoys watching our girls try and power things into the net. There it costs them, though. 4-point edge for the Cardinals. 20-16, but Ledbetter gives it right back. Service into the net, her 2nd service error for the Cardinals. It goes as their 9th, and they lead by 3, 20-17, but the Pirates continuing to stick around. As Grace Montez will set back to serve. We're in the purple libero jersey, lines one over. Dug to the near side, Hopkins sets it up towards Sims, who goes back line, popped into the air by Pulsifer, and Katie Sims gets back into the killing spirit off of the assist from Hopkins, and the Cardinals go back up by 4, 21-17. Hopkins, that was her 3rd assist, to go with a single kill and a hitting error and a service error. Alexa Bartolome to serve. Long serve, back row, played toward the net by Sierra Hedworth, set middle by Mejia, blocked at the net by Patterson and Reagan Yamauchi. Pirates will have to just free one across as Patterson passes one to Reagan. She'll set it back towards the net, and it's hit and blocked at the net as Sims couldn't get it through. Yamauchi, another chance here as Patterson blocked at the net. Can't get it to drop down as it's dug back to the Cardinal side. Patterson again blocked at the net again as the fight at the net continues, and the Cardinals can't win it as a flat-footed hit from Taylor Myers will cost them a point. Mari Wade with 3 blocks in a row at the net for the Lady Pirates. Patterson got her first, but the Pirates get back within 3, 21-18, and the serve comes over. Dug up towards the net. Yamauchi sets this for Sims. She'll tip one off the block, rolls back to the Cardinals side. Yamauchi back to Sims again. She'll go for a harder hit cross court, but Pulsifer right there. Jensen sets it back for Lindsay. She goes tipped at the net. Ledbetter to Yamauchi to Sims. Now back line, dug back to the Cardinals side. Ledbetter right there, but nobody reacts to save it as it's dug too far, but Sierra Hedworth will take advantage of that and get herself a kill on the hard hit ball coming from Katie Sims on the backside. 21-19, 2-point edge still for the Cards as the ball served across too strong, and that ends the run. Sierra Hedworth picks up her 2nd service error of the match. It's a 3-point lead for the Cardinals, still trying to close out set number 3 with a 22-19 lead. 3 points away, and Taylor Myers will get set to serve. Runs herself forward, lines one over, dug towards the net, too far over the net. Yamauchi may have gotten away with the carry. Near side, Pulsifer hits one into the net herself, and the Cardinals get another error to help along their cause. 3 straight errors for Pulsifer, 23-19, the Cardinals up by 4. As out of the game will check Sierra Hedworth. Into the game is going to be Lilia Ebenez. And Myers will go back to serve again as the libero lines one short. Ebenez, good pass up at Jensen to pass it middle for Mari Wade. Blocked at the net by Franson. Jensen another chance near side. Pulsifer blocked again, that time by Yamauchi. Now Franson goes back line, drops it through. Franson with the great court awareness to see everybody was tucked up front. She picks up a block as well on the play, as does Reagan Yamauchi on the front line. And the Cardinals have set point after the strong play, 24-19. High serve back row. Played into the air. It'll be set to the middle, and a free ball across from Ebenez. It'll be bumped to the near side. Two Cardinals go after the same ball, and they'll have to free it right back over to the Pirates as Jensen gets a chance near side to set up Pulsifer. Backline too far. Into the net, though, not quite yet. They'll say a net violation on the Cardinals. And I think they got Reagan Yamauchi with the net. So life still there for the Lady Pirates, 24-20, as they'll send it back to Mejia to serve once again. Third time in this service run, or this set. Set towards the net, Yamauchi to Sims, blocked at the net, curls back to the Cardinal side, is bumped back over towards the Pirates as Jensen sets up Wade, but it's dug by Bartlome. Far side, Sims, another chance, into the block and off of it, down out of bounds. Katie Sims closes it out with a strong kill on the 11th assist by Reagan Yamauchi, and the Cardinals take set number 3, 25-20. We're heading to set number 4, and the Cardinals have the edge, 2-1 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. This third set has been brought to you by Bassett Building and Supply. Bassett Building and Supply in Soda Springs provides a wide variety of building supplies, including lumber, paint, hardware, and much more. Call them at 208-547-3804. Back after this on KBRV 800 The Bear and online with live video streaming at mylocalradio.com as the Cardinals try to close out this match between themselves and the Lady Pirates.
Hi, I'm Todd Hunziker. Most dealers focus on the experience you have just a few moments that you're in their store. At Hunziker Ford, we want to keep you happy forever, and to prove it, we offer warranty forever at no cost to you. So here's the deal. All you have to do is follow the maintenance schedule on virtually anything you buy from us, and the expensive powertrain components are covered forever. That's Todd Hunziker Ford, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30. It's just that simple.
How'd I do?
You'll get better. Tim can't wait to be a real driver. But for now, he's king of the online track thanks to Silver Star Communications high-speed internet. Reliable, consistent speeds give him the edge against players anywhere, even the other end of the couch. Whoa.
You'll get better.
Visit silverstar.com to learn more.
Welcome back out once again to the home of the Lady Cardinals as set number 4 coming your way. The Cardinals with a 2-1 lead over the Lady Pirates of Westside in their second district match of the year for both of these teams. The Pirates come in 1-0 after a 4-set win over Bear Lake last week. The Cardinals come in 0-1 after a 4-set loss to the Malad Dragons last week. The Cardinals will also be, by the way, welcoming in Bear Lake tomorrow night as they will be hoping to try and take their third straight regular season match away from the Bear Lake Bears on the volleyball court. Opening serve of set number 4 to be brought to you by Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier, Idaho. That's the small town pharmacy that gives you world-class service. Give them a call at 208-847-1421 the next time you need anything from a drug store. Will be Ledbetter to serve for the Cardinals. And Myers will check into the match for Katie Franson. Cardinals will get set to serve right to left. They've won both sets that they've had on the left side of the court, have not won the one set that they had on the right side of the court. So we'll see if they can change their luck. Ledbetter set to serve right to left, runs up and lines one up and over. Dug up by Mejia. It'll be Jensen setting far side. Sierra Edwards stuff blocked at the net. Patterson sends it 20 feet into the back line, and the Cardinals get the first point of the match, 1-0 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Good start here in set number 4 as Ledbetter will line one over again. Back row played up into the air. It'll be Jensen setting it up middle for Fredrickson. She goes through the Cardinals block. They're not going to say it's tipped, though, outside the lines, and Fredrickson picks up her 5th error in her last 6 hitting attempts. It's 2-0, the Cardinals with a slight edge in the early part of set number 4. Once more, it'll be Ledbetter to serve. Runs up just over the net, dug back to Soda Springs side. It'll be Yamauchi setting it back to Hopkins, who punches one into the net. She just mistimed her run up, and the freshman will pick up her 2nd error of the match and makes it 2-1. Ball over to the Lady Pirates to serve as it'll be Allie Jensen to the back line starting off their rotation. Lines one up and over, played by Yamauchi, passed up to Hopkins. Bump set near side to Ledbetter tries to go back row with a soft hit. Jensen gets to it though. Fredrickson drops one through. Pancake saved by Sims and freed up and over. Too strong outside the lines though. Fantastic scramble as Sims diving to keep that one alive. Patterson just couldn't keep it inside the lines, and the Cardinals watch the match go back to even 2-2 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Jensen looks to see where to serve to, and will toss one up and line one back row middle. Yamauchi to Hopkins, set near side, and Sims tips one over. Good play though by Sierra Hedworth, gets it to Allie Jensen. Mejia off the block, out of bounds. Josie Mejia gets her 5th kill. She's been quiet for a while. So is Allie Jensen, who gets her 24th assist. It's 3-2 now. The Cardinals lead gone, and the Pirates up by 1. As Allie Jensen will get set to serve once again. Both sides have had to serve once. As Ledbetter to Hopkins. Middle of the back row. It'll be Patterson tipped at the net right there. Jensen as Mejia has to set it far side. Sierra Hedworth dug one over. It'll be played by the Cardinals for Patterson, who goes back row. This time played up into the air by Maury Wade and bunched back across the Cardinal side. Pass to Hopkins, set up at the net, and Patterson flying in trying to save it. Can't get there in time as it drops in front of her, and another error for Cedar Hopkins is her 3rd. 4-2, a 4-0 run by the Lady Pirates, 3 of them on the serve of Allie Jensen. Tosses it up, line drive over to the far side, outside of the red lines, and the serve run will end for Allie Jensen on the error. That's her 2nd service error, but only the 5th service error by the Lady Pirates so far. Cardinals down by 1, 4-3 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard, and it'll be Bartolome to serve once again. Steps into one, lines one back row. Wade to Jensen, who had to scramble to get to the ball, and it's hit short by Fredrickson, and the Cardinals will tie it up as Sage Fredrickson's problems continue to mount. 6 errors out of her last 7. 4-4, Cardinals back even with the Pirates. We've seen this score quite a bit tonight as the ball is served over. Pulsifer to Jensen, middle of the court. Fredrickson back line, too strong off of the back row. Another error for Sage Fredrickson, and the Cardinals see it go to a 5-4 lead back in front on a 3-0 run of their own. Bartolome to serve once again. Long serve back row. Bumped up by Pulsifer, passed up ahead, and the far side Mejia will tip one short. Tricks the Cardinals into watching that one fall on their side. Bartolome couldn't recover in time, and it's going to be a smart kill on the backside for Josie Mejia on the assist by Jensen. 5 all your score. As the ball rolled out of bounds and actually out of the gym, as the back doors of the gym wide open right now, and somebody tracking it down. Cheer coach Tisha Young goes out and tracks it down, doing her due diligence here at the volleyball court. 5-5, and the Pirates with the serve. Left to right, they'll be sending it with Josie Mejia, or excuse me, Grace Montez in the back line. She'll run up. Line serve short. Popped up towards the net. It'll be played to the middle, and Sims comes up through the block and down in front of a diving Montez. Katie Sims with her 7th kill continues to have a good night for the Cardinals here in set number 4, which the Cardinals lead now 6-5 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. It'll be back to Taylor Myers to serve this time as she will skip forward and sends one up and short, dug back to the Cardinals side on the whoa. As that one looked to be on the stripe, I think the Cardinals got away with one there, and an ace to Taylor Myers. And it is a 7-5 play, and Myers will serve it into the net. After getting the ace, gets an error, and it's back to a 1-point edge. So Karma may be playing a little bit of a role, because from my vantage point, I do think that hit the red line, although I'm not necessarily in the strongest vantage point. It'll be Act 2. Lilia Ebenez to serve. Long serve back row. Pass towards the net. Sims gets it to Yamauchi. Middle for Sims. Goes back row again. Ebenez right there for a good pass to Jensen. She sets up post for pure block at the net. Up into the arm of the Cardinal side as it was tipped. Ledbetter from the back row. Goes back row herself. Ebenez bumps it forward and it'll be freed across by Jensen. Bartolome to Myers, who gets a good pass up ahead to Sims. It goes back row on the corner near side. A sliding play by Ebenez to keep it alive. Pulsifer from a running jump gets it to the Cardinals side on a free ball, and the Cardinals will be forced to free it back themselves after a scramble. Montez to Pulsifer again. Free ball right there. Sims, though. It'll be Yamauchi to the near side. Katie Sims again goes back line to the corner. This time she finally gets it outside of the reach of a diving Ebenez. Ebenez was a wall in the back line, a passing machine, but could not quite get to that one in time. And the Cardinals go back up by 2, 8-6 on a fantastic play and a fantastic rally. Sims back to serve, lines one back row. Played to Jensen. She'll set this one near side for Mejia, tipped at the net for Myers. She gets it to Reagan. Near side, it'll come once again as Ledbetter goes back row. Again, Ebenez laying out for it in the back line. Can't quite get to it. And this time coming up with the kill is Ledbetter on a soft shot to the back line on Reagan Yamauchi's 13th assist. 9-6, the Cardinals up by 3, matching their biggest lead of the set. Served up and over. Montez gets it to Jensen, sets it for Pulsifer, far side, finds the inside line, tipped out of play, and Lindsay Pulsifer ends the run of the Cardinals with her first kill in her last 4 attempts. Another assist to Jensen, who gets her 26th. She's making a great case to be our setter of the game. 9-7, and it'll be Mejia to serve. Pop towards the net, good pass. Yamauchi sets this one towards the net, over the net, and tipped over and across. And Allie Jensen gets her first kill of the match, making the score 9-8. And goes back to Mejia once again to serve as she steps into one, short serve. Over to the far side, Yamauchi tips one over. Montez right there to play it though. As Libero gets it to Jensen, set middle. Wade blocked at the net by Franson. Far side, Pulsifer gets one over the block of Yamauchi. She'll get a pass from Franson, sets it up for Katie, who drops one off the block and down. Great teamwork by the Cardinals. Katie Franson gets her 5th block and her 6th kill on the point, and the Cardinals back up by 2, 10-8, as Cedar Hopkins will check in for the Lady Cards. In for Alexa Bartolome, who comes back to take a seat on the bench. And Reagan Yamauchi will serve standing from the back row. Long serve back line. Ebenez, poor pass in her mind as she slaps her fist, and then this ball sent over the antenna and outside the lines by Mari Wade, who could not quite keep it in. Excuse me, I think that was actually Josie Mejia who couldn't keep it in on the free ball. 11-8, and Yamauchi again serves one. Back line too strong. That's Reagan's first service error of the night. She's had a very good game so far. And it's a 2-point edge for the Cardinals as they will send it back to Chadley Hedworth to serve. Cardinals up 2-1, 11-9 here in set number 4. It'll be Franson to set it near side. Hopkins goes backside, cross court in front of Ebenez. And the Cardinals come up with the point on Cedar Hopkins' 2nd kill of the match. 12-9. And the Cardinals up by 3. And Franson will serve this one far side. Ebenez to Fredrickson, who frees this one across. Over to the far side. Yamauchi sets up for Patterson. She'll tip one short in front of everybody running up. Lexi ends a streak of errors and gets Yamauchi her 16th assist. And right now the bleachers on the far side of the student section emptying of Cardinals. Not sure what exactly is going on right now, but it is 13-9 in this game, I do know. As the ball served over, Franson comes up with the ace. That's her 3rd ace of the match. A timeout taken by Jerry O'Brien of the Lady Pirates as the Cardinals starting to take control of set number 4 and take control of this match as well, leading 2-1 and up by 5, 14-9 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Student section coming back in from the left side. We'll ask you to stick around for our post-game show. We'll recap all of the stats, as well as give you our setter of the game, brought to you by Stoddard Farms and Grace. Reminding you that September means potato time. Not sure if you need Russets, Reds, or Yukons, but you can visit the website at stoddardfarms.com and follow the link to learn which variety is best for your needs. Again, still not sure why everybody was running out to the back of the gym. But either way, the play is getting set to go back into action here, as the Cardinals will look to Franson to serve. Little bit of water on the court after the timeout. It'll be Yamauchi and Sims in the back row. Patterson, Ledbetter, and Hopkins in the front row. 14-8 as Franson serves this one across. Dug up back line. Long run, and a pair of Pirates run and collide for the ball, but they do get it across on a free ball. Yamauchi sets up Patterson. Quick set, too strong off the back line, though. Great play by the Cardinals as Yamauchi ran the quick set to a sprinting Patterson, and she sends it just off the back line as if she brings that down just a tad. It drops down in the red, and the Cardinals go up. Instead, it's 14-10. Cardinals up by 4. As Patterson passes to Reagan. She'll set it near side for Patterson. Stuffed at the net by Sage Fredrickson, who gets her 8th block of the night. She's been a wall. You talk about what Ebenez did in a couple of plays ago as the back row defensive specialist. There, though, it was Fredrickson with the power stuff at the net for her 8th. Pulsifer to serve one over. High serve back row. Patterson gets it to Reagan Yamauchi. Back sets this one for Ledbetter as she flies one up and over. Mejia right there. It'll be Jensen setting up Ebenez, who hits it into the net, and the Cardinals will take the point on Ebenez's first error of the game. 15-11. Still that 4-point edge for the Cardinals. Getting closer and closer to closing out this 4th set as the Pirates wanting to force a 5th. Ledbetter to run up. Line drive over. Hedworth gets it to Jensen, sets it far side. Ebenez tips one over into the block, but they're going to say a lift called on Ebenez on the far side before the block went into the antenna, and the Cardinals will go back up by 5 now, 16-11, matching their biggest set of the match, or biggest lead of the set. They'll be running up. Ledbetter just over the net, dug right to the right of us, out of play, and Ledbetter gets her first ace, and the Cardinals now pick up their 10th as their serving game has gotten better and better as the match has gone on. 17-11, and Ledbetter again to serve. Lines one over, picking on the back row again. It'll be to Jensen, middle set, and Fredrickson sends one into the net, and she's definitely getting a little bit frustrated. 5 straight errors, and 8 of her last 9 have ended up being hitting errors, as it is 18-11. The Cardinals up by 7 over the Lady Pirates in set number 4, trying to take control and close this out for their first district win of the season, and move to 1-1 on the season in district play, and 8-2 overall on the year after 10 matches. A lot still left to be decided, though, in this match, as Coach Thompson on one knee talking with her players. And I'm sure right now just telling them stay focused but play loose. As long as you just play loose out there, then you're going to be fine. Nothing can go too wrong as long as you're just playing together and not worrying too much about it. Have fun, and you'd be surprised how much having fun and winning goes in hand, but you can't win to have fun. You have to have fun to win. It's an odd little contradiction, because winning is fun, but if you're struggling, if you're focusing, if you're stressing over something, you can't think about what you need to do correctly. 18-11, though. The Cardinals definitely thinking about what they need to do correctly and having fun here, as Ledbetter will run up and send a short serve that's going to be dug out by Pulsifer. Jensen sets up Pulsifer, back row right there. Myers, though. Sims sets it up for a middle back row tip across from Ledbetter. Jensen gets back to it, though. Fredrickson tips back row. Right there is Haley, as they'll be set to the near side by Yamauchi. Back line from Sims is going to be dug up, and Ebenez again hits it into the net. Lilia Ebenez with her 3rd error, and a sub will come in as Sierra Hedworth will check in for the young back row specialist, and Sierra is going to look to try and give them some life as they're down 8, 19-11. Desperate times for the Pirates. Ball served over, dug back to the Cardinal side. Myers to Yamauchi, bumps it towards the net, and it's a poor pass by Reagan Yamauchi that costs her an error. That's her first of the match, to go with 2 kills and 16 assists, as well as a block. 19-12, though. The Cardinals still in a very comfortable position, as it'll be Allie Jensen to serve, left to right for the Pirates, down 7 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Tosses the ball up, lines one back row. Ledbetter right there, poor pass, but Yamauchi to get to it, and it'll be Patterson to free one across. Wade sets it middle. This one back line, on the back line. Beautiful set coming that time from Allie Jensen, as she was able to get it to a running Josie Mejia, who found the back line and makes it 19-13 now. A 6-point match. The Pirates still looking to go on that run. And it'll be back to Jensen to serve once again. High toss, line serve, back row to Ledbetter. Hopkins sets it near side as Sims tries to go back line. Right there, though, is Pulsifer, and set into the net. The West Side Pirates can't get it over, as a poor pass to Jensen came from Fredrickson, and Jensen ends up hitting it into the net. Again, she'll get carded with a hitting error, but she was put in a tough spot, and the Cardinals keep their 7-point edge 20-13 and it'll be back to Kaylin Lewis to serve. Trying to start homecoming week off with a bang for the Cardinals on the sports world as Kaylin Lewis sends one a floater. Dug up, Jensen sets up post for back row, off the block and down on the Cardinals side. Skipped just to the right of Lexi Patterson, and Lindsay Postford gets herself another kill on another assist by Jensen as it sends Grace Montez back to serve. Left to right, the libero skips forward, lines one short inside the lines as Ledbetter tried to jump over it, and I think she looked at that and said, I should have tried to drop down and get it as soon as it hit the line. But Cardinals still have that 5-point edge. Set number 4, leading 2-1. And moving back is Grace Montez to serve once again. Line serve over. Sims to Yamauchi. Set middle, and it'll be free to cross by Patterson. Some confusion for the Cardinals right now as Jensen sets it back middle. Wade goes back line. That's on the line as well. All of a sudden, the Lady Pirates pulling out their rifles and targeting the lines and coming up with clean kills as the Pirates are in the marooting type of mood. And their ship is firing on all cylinders right now. And the Pirates are having the Birds a little bit off balance right now. But again, there's been some confusion on the Cardinal side. Communication has definitely been a point that the Cardinals need to get back on their side if they want to keep and hold on to this match. Up by 4, 20-16 in set number 4, and a set to give, as you still have the advantage going into set number 5, but the Pirates are not going to give you any leeway as this set continues on. 20-16, a 4-point edge as the Cardinals come out. They'll line up 5 in the back row for the serve of Montez. Breaking him out, the only one not on the back line. Cardinals take their first timeout. Pirates out of timeouts. 20-16 your score, and Montez will prepare to serve. Runs up, sends one high and short. It'll be Patterson to Yamauchi. Sets it towards the front, but a back row tip across by Patterson's played well by Montez. It'll be Jensen setting things up for Hedworth, who sends it into the net as Sierra gets her first error in her last 8 attempts. And it's 21-16 as the run comes to an end. The Cardinals 4 points away from closing it out. Taylor Myers gets a chance. Line drive serve. Montez misplays it to the back row, into the middle, and Grace will once again send one over on a free ball as Myers slides to save it near side. Sims off the net, and 4 hits. Oh, they're going to say that was tipped. Back line, it won't matter as Sierra Hedworth ends up punching that one through. I thought the Cardinals got away with 4 hits, but the up judge says, no, that was a tip, but the Pirates take care of it anyways, as a sub will check in for Sierra Hedworth, and Lilia Ebenez will move into the back row to serve for the Pirates. Tense times here at Soda Springs High. And back to serve Ebenez, left to right from the far side of the course. Good pass from Ledbetter. Yamauchi sends near side, and it's going to be Franson off the block. Katie Franson continues to have her best match of the year. 7 kills, 3 aces, and 5 blocks for the senior. 22-17 to a 5-point match. Sims once more will get a chance to serve. Runs up and lines one back row. Played up by Mejia. It'll be Jensen. Back row attempt from Ebenez, who frees one to the back line of the Cardinals. Yamauchi sets it near side. Ledbetter tipped over the net. Into the net it goes. Pumped up, but it's going to be into the net by Mari Wade trying to save it. That's an error on her, and the Cardinals are within 2 points of closing it out for a win over the Pirates. 23-17, a 6-point advantage. It'll be Sims to run up, lines one up and over. Mejia gets it to Jensen, middle of the court. Wade goes back line, bumped up in the air by Sims on the dig. Into the middle, it'll be punched over by Franson. Played forward by Ebenez. Pirates go far side. Pulsifer blocked at the net. Diving play by Ebenez. Jensen sets up Wade, who goes far side outside the lines. What a rally and what a point for the Cardinals, and I am continually impressed by Lilia Ebenez on defense. Oh my gosh, that girl's going to get herself killed. 24-17, and it's Katie Sims to serve. Line drive over. Ebenez again tries to save it, but it's an ace for Katie Sims to close it out, and the Cardinals take the win 25-17 in set number 4. 3-1 they win. We'll wrap things up on the other side. Back after this on KBRV 800 The Bear with your stats and your post-game show on your home for all Cardinal athletics, mylocalradio.com.
This broadcast of high school sports is being made possible by the Mound Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho, serving Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming.
Get it to go at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace, Idaho. From pizza to potato wedges, from burritos to the jalapeno flavored corn dogs, from candy, clothing, car accessories, and fountain drinks, convenience is fun. And Patterson Quick Stop and Patterson Easy Way help to fill your needs conveniently. They have something for everyone: food, fuel, and fun at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace. Right here, right now.
Imagine a mining company that respects the quality of the environment and health of natural ecosystems. At Monsanto, we don't begin mining unless we can ensure every safeguard is in place to respect the environment. And if they're not, then we don't mine. Simple as that. That's why we take steps before, during, and after mining to reach our goal of leaving the land even better than we found it. Monsanto. Imagine.
Here's a look at some of your Lalaton's food specials for the week of September 22nd through the 28th. And we start off in the meat department, where you can grab 85% lean, 15% fat ground beef for $2.99 a pound. They also have sirloin chops for $1.49 a pound. If you're looking for eggs for breakfast or for any meal, Western Family 5 dozen packs of large AA eggs, $4.49. Over in the produce department, small Honeycrisp apples are $1.88 a pound. Those are just some of your Lalaton's food specials in Soda Springs.
When the time comes, you'll want true compassion balanced with clinical care for your mom or dad, grandma or grandpa. Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs provides a warm, caring, and secure environment for individuals who need medication assistance, healthy meals, and assistance with daily activities. You can help by introducing them to our Assisted Living Center. Come on in for a tour and consultation. Find out about our monthly move-in specials and respite visits. Furnished suites are available. Call 208-547-0257. The Edgewood Assisted Living Center, Soda Springs, Idaho, a place to call home.
Hi, I'm Todd Hunziker. Most dealers focus on the experience you have just a few moments that you're in their store. At Hunziker Ford, we want to keep you happy forever, and to prove it, we offer warranty forever at no cost to you. So here's the deal. All you have to do is follow the maintenance schedule on virtually anything you buy from us, and the expensive powertrain components are covered forever. That's Todd Hunziker Ford, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30. It's just that simple.
MyLocalRadio.com is Southwest Wyoming and Northeast Utah's top website and the best source for local area news, weather, sports, and community events. And that's not all. MyLocalRadio.com features thousands of photographs of Wyoming and Utah high school events, from speech and drama competitions to local events, sports and activities, and much more. Check it out today and see what MyLocalRadio.com has for you. Whether it's warm outside and you need an air conditioning system, or cold outside and you need a new natural gas furnace, Reed's Plumbing and Heating has what you need to keep your family comfortable, and there's never been a better time to convert to natural gas. With great service and expertise, Reed's is your all-weather friend in southeastern Idaho. Call us today, 208-547-4466, and we'll get right to work making your home comfortable and cozy. That's Reed's Plumbing and Heating at 208-547-4466. Natural gas, it's worth asking for.
Welcome back out into the post-game show. Welcome back out into the post-game show on KBRV 800 The Bears. The Soda Springs Cardinals come away with a big match victory over the West Side Pirates. On KBRV 800 The Bear and online at mylocalradio.com. Cardinals come away with a 3-1 set win over the Lady Pirates, winning the first set 25-22. Second set, they lost 25-18. They bounce back well, though, and win the next two sets 25-20, 25-17. And the Cardinals will look to try and continue the success tomorrow night when they take on the Bear Lake Lady Bears. As far as your final numbers tonight, Katie Sims, 8 kills, led the way for the Cardinals, 4 errors, 7 kills for Katie Franson with 1 hitting error. She definitely had the best night for any of the Lady Cardinals on the evening. Also coming up big, Lexi Patterson with 4 kills, 3 kills for Haley Ledbetter, and 2 kills apiece for Cedar Hopkins and Reagan Yamauchi. Cardinals with 26 kills as a team, 21 errors as a team. So still some cleanup left to do, but they did well there. 17 assists for Reagan Yamauchi, 23 assists as a team, 11 aces for the team as well, and 10 errors. Your blocker of the night, I want to give it to Sage Fredrickson with her 8, but Katie Franson came up with some key blocks tonight, and she earns our blocker of the night, brought to you by Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier for all your prescription needs. While you're there, visit their gift shop for the perfect surprise for that special someone. That's Bear Lake Drug, the small town pharmacy that gives you world-class service. Katie Franson with 5 blocks to lead the way for the Cardinals, 11 blocks on the night. For the West Side Pirates, they were led on the night by Lindsay Pulsifer with her 9 kills. She also had 6 errors. Sierra Hedworth had 8 kills, 7 of those coming in a row with 4 errors. Sage Fredrickson, a rough finish after having 6 kills with only 1 error. She ended up finishing the night with 7 kills and 9 errors. That's 8 out of her last 9 coming to the net. Mari Wade, 4 kills and 9 errors. 7 kills and 2 errors for Josie Mejia. 29 total assists for the Lady Pirates. All those going to Allie Jensen, which is why she gets our assister of the game, or setter of the game, brought to you by Stoddard Farms and Grace. Reminding you that September means potato time. Not sure if you need russets, reds, or Yukons? Visit their website at stoddardfarms.com or follow the link to learn which variety is best for your needs. Lady Pirates had 7 net violations. That's something they'll need to work on. 11 total blocks as a team, 8 of those coming from Sage Fredrickson. 8 aces to go with their 5 service errors. Clean service game for the Pirates, but you'd like to see more offense coming from the serves as well. Cardinals come away with a 3-1 set victory. We're going to take a quick 1-minute break. When we come back, our sports update will be coming up as we'll sit down and talk with a pair of boys from the Soda Cross Country team. Joseph Messerly and Boyd Griffiths will talk with us next on your home for Cardinal Athletics, KBRV 800 The Bear, and online with live video streaming at mylocalradio.com.
Mama, come on. Say mama.
Listen, if I could talk, I'd tell you I'm almost 2 and still not responding. That's one sign of a communication disorder, and delaying treatment can affect my development.
Many parents aren't aware of the early signs of speech, language, and hearing disorders, yet early detection and treatment can improve quality of life.
Come on, say dada.
Ugh, here we go.
Identify the signs of communication disorders. Identifythesigns.org.
Students, when I call the reason for your absences throughout the years, please exit the auditorium without your high school diploma. Too tired, family trip, sick day, starting the holidays early.
Starting in the 6th grade, students who miss 18 days or more of school in a year for any reason will fall behind and risk not graduating high school. How many days of school has your child missed this year? Absences add up. Keep track at boostattendance.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Army and the Ad Council.
Welcome back out to the home of the Soda Springs Cardinals. Time to jump into our sports update, and we'll wrap things up after that on your home for Cardinal Athletics, KBRV 800 The Bear, with online video streaming at mylocalradio.com.
Caleb Burgraff joined here with a pair of runners from the Soda Springs boys cross country team as Joseph Messerly and Boyd Griffiths joining me here. And Joseph, we'll start off with you. Varsity race up there in Great Falls. The boys, I think, did better than maybe expected going against some pretty tough teams up there. What were your thoughts on yourself and the way the team ran?
Well, I ran a pretty good race. I felt great about the way I ran, including the fact that there wasn't any competition we knew we were able to run with. So none of us knew any of the teams up there. So I really thought we all ran great, not knowing anyone, because we all could go out there and run our own race and really see what we could do individually.
Boyd, for you and the JV team, it was a little bit different from what the varsity went against. You guys had to go against the entire field. What was that like, seeing not just a couple of teams in your race, but seeing 12 teams that you had to go up against?
I think it was really kind of intimidating because there's a lot of kids there when you went to line up, but once the race started we kind of spread out, but we stayed as a team and raced really well.
Was it nice to be able to see teams that you hadn't seen before, especially at the JV level, and get a taste of what it's like in other areas?
Yeah, you didn't know where you were going to sit. Like with West Side and Bear Lake, I know where I am with those guys, but going up to Montana, I didn't know anybody, and so I think that pushed everybody to where they needed to be to improve and caused us to race really well.
Now, Joseph, for your guys' race, there's only 3 teams to go against, a little bit more like what you're going to face when you get to districts. Was it good to have that more singular competition with teams that were kind of at your level?
Yeah, I thought it was great just being able to run with a few guys because it wasn't like a pack going at a time. I know most of the race I was with 3 guys. I'm pretty sure Riley was in a pack of 3 also, and I think we all just kind of ran with those guys and tried to fight with those guys and ran the best race we could in a small thing. And we knew we were going to get ready for a district type atmosphere with this, and I really appreciated the whole thing about it.
We'll wrap it up with one more question for each of you. Boyd, for you, what are you guys going to be focusing on, or what are you going to be focusing on as you guys get ready for the rest of the season on the JV level, especially after the success that you were able to see up there in Great Falls?
I'm going to be focusing on getting on a spot in varsity so I can try and make it to state and do well in districts, and so I can kind of start my career off well and just maintain practices and keep going strong and trying to keep up with the runners ahead of me.
It's always good to have that competition coming from the back and pushing the varsity runners. And Joseph, for you guys, not talking about pushing, but talking about looking ahead. You guys are going to be running this week at the same place where the district meet is going to be held. Is that nice to see that course ahead of time and get a feel for it?
Yeah, it's great to see the course because what I like to picture my races every once in a while. You know, when I get bored at home one day on the weekends, I like to be able to think of what part of the race I want to do what and when. And I know that we'll be able to see turns where we want to beat up, where we want to know, where we just want to be within a pack. And I think it's going to be a great experience to be able to go up there one time before districts.
Well, Joseph, Boyd, I appreciate you two taking the time to talk, and good luck as you guys continue on through the season.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
That was Joseph Messerly and Boyd Griffiths on the post-game show, as the Soda Springs Cross Country team will be Friday running up at the Eastern Idaho State Fairgrounds in Blackfoot. So if you are interested in that, be sure to go up there. It will be homecoming night as well. Football will be at home in the rain and the cold weather, as they will be looking to try and take down the Westside Pirates for their first win and their district opener as well on homecoming night here at Soda Springs High School. Also will be on the air tomorrow night with more volleyball. Bear Lake will be coming into the home of the Cardinals. It'll be a chance for the Cardinals to come away with a win. We'll see what they can do as they look to try and move their win streak to 3 games in a row. That wraps things up for us here, though. I want to thank you for tuning into the Cardinal Postgame Show. The proceeding has been a sports production and sports broadcast of Old West Media Incorporated and Cook Brothers Broadcasting. No portion of this production can be used or rebroadcast without express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated. Once again, our final score, 3-1. The Cardinals take it on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Join us tomorrow at 6:40 for the pregame show, 7 o'clock for the opening serve as the Cardinals take on the Bear Lake Lady Bears. Tonight's executive producer is Val Cook. I'd also like to thank our sales team of Julie Burley and Kim Miller. Office manager Kayleen Anderson back in Evanston does a fantastic job. And our general photographer Warren Cook is always out on the road taking pictures of teams around the area. Thanks to all of our fine sponsors and to you for tuning in. But until next time, let's go Cardinals. Let's go Caribou County.
Another game is in the books, and we would like to thank you for tuning in and supporting Caribou County Volleyball on KBRV 800 The Bear. This broadcast has been brought to you by
Monsanto, Hunsaker Ford, Silver Star Communications, and by MyLocalRadio.com.
Be sure to visit MyLocalRadio.com for archived versions of this and other games, as well as updates and interviews with local teams throughout the school year. And don't forget to join us for our next broadcast of Caribou County Volleyball on KBRV The Bear and online with live video streaming at MyLocalRadio.com.